Things to pop on. That looks good. Looks good here. Alrighty. Here's the 2-2. And ball 3. Alright, here we go. What's up, Willie? How's it going? Everything sound good? I messed with a few of my audio settings today in an attempt to make it a little less like background noise popping in. I don't know how well I did, but what's up, Joe? What's up? Yeah, Willie, they're looking good. All right, we'll head to the bottom of the first. I missed the play directly, but that's all right. Bottom of the first coming up, it's 0-0. 1, 2, 3 go the Guardians. It'll be Greene, Baez, and Grossman. Greene, Baez, Grossman, then Cabrera, Schoop, Willie Castro, Clemens, Torkelson, and Barnhart. That's the team today. So Greene, Baez, and Grossman to lead it off. Everything sounds good, though? I just messed with a few. It looks like it sounds good. And I tested it on a few things, so it should be all good. We shall see. Oh yeah, here we are. What a good game yesterday. Of course, the game I decided not to stream. We score 11 runs and just look absolutely dominant in the entire game. So that was a bit like, damn, I missed the good one. Watch us get like 2 hit today. Be like, oh, well, that's all right. Yeah, Cody hit his first home run in Arizona. Kind of ironic considering, his dad, I believe, played out in Arizona or was it Houston he played in? It's not communicating with the club. He reached out, but he hasn't reached out back yet. We're just kind of waiting it out. It's unusual, but we have no choice but to wait and see what develops as we move forward. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, Adam, they've won 3 in a row. Now we have to face off against Bieber. Apparently he should be down in AAA today. If I remember seeing that right, I don't think anything went wrong with his on-field workouts yesterday. I think he's joining the team today down in AAA. Kenny might be able to corroborate that. But anyway, Greene, Baez, Grossman, Cabrera, Schoop, Willie Castro, Clemens, Torkelson, and Barnhart. The screen went away before I was able to read everything, so I was like, damn it. Yeah, he should be with the team today then. Oh, we're already at 11 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Very kind, very kind. We're doing good on the likes. If you haven't left one, consider doing so, but, Ooh. Oh, boy, Shane Bieber, the pitcher. Here we go. Riley Greene leads it off. Greene fouls the first pitch away. It's 0-1.
It is the 3rd time the Tigers see him this year. Do we weigh much into that, and if so, how much?
Has reached base safely in 15 of his first 16 career games. Here's the 0-1 to Greene. Fouls it away. It's 0-2 quickly here. On baseball's new #1 prospect for a little while till he has enough time registered where he isn't a prospect anymore. Adley Rutschman, I believe that's how you say his name, for Baltimore officially graduated from being a prospect. And Riley Greene smacks it the other way. That's 16 of 17 games he's reached base in. What a great start for Riley Greene to his career. So a leadoff single for Greene, and the Tigers get a hit right away. So I have a weird theory, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong or right, or if you think like I'm onto something. The way this kind of feels is like certain teams seem like they hit way more home runs, hit for more power, hit the ball a little better, get on more often. And I'm wondering if it's like the teams that the MLB want to do good, and like the teams with players that the MLB want to become all-stars and great players seem to have potentially, I don't know if this is true, but that'll be safe, Baez beats it out. He grounds out, so lead runner gets thrown out. Baez beats out the double play. 1 on, 1 out for Grossman. So I think they give juice baseballs to certain teams, teams with like star players or teams that the league wants to do well. And I wonder if the Tigers, since they called up Riley Greene, are like, here's your juice baseballs. Kind of like suddenly the Pirates and the Orioles, the way that they're just kind of, they have all these young star players, and now they're doing really well since they called them up. Think about like Rutschman getting called up. You have that other kid, leadoff guy, the center fielder. You've got a number of really good young players out in Baltimore where, you know, feed them the juice baseballs. Or the Pirates with a number of really good young players. I don't know, like O'Neal Cruz gets called up. Pirates are winning a lot of games. Things are a little suspicious to me. I don't know. What's up, Eric? What's up, Daniel? How you guys doing? They tried to get Carlos Correa, but he wanted like we offered more money, I believe, than the Twins paid, but he wanted like 2 or 3 years or a 1-year contract, and the Tigers were looking for multiple years from a shortstop to lock up. So I guess it came down to the Tigers didn't want to go down on years. Yeah, same here, Adam. But again, they're playing extremely like it's just this weirdness I've noticed with the league. And Baez will get down to second on a pass ball. 1-1 on Grossman with the runner in scoring position now. Baez at second, 1 away, no score, bottom first. It looks like it rained, but nothing too crazy. I don't know. No, I don't think guys are taking steroids anymore, Joe. I'm pretty sure it's just juice baseballs. And there's even more indication that that the balls are juiced. And like there's even more like study going on that juice baseballs might be more responsible for what happened in the steroid era than steroids themselves. Kind of an interesting thing to think about. I mean, you can make changes to make baseballs literally just fucking explode out and just fly away. Like pitchers are noticing the balls are kind of scuffed up for certain situations, and it's like things are very interesting right now. Yeah, that'll get the runner to third at least. Then Grossman grounds out to this shortstop, I guess, second baseman area. Yeah, Rosario got the play, so 2 down, runner gets to third. Tigers have a chance to score a run. Miguel Cabrera / Tony Gwynn is coming up. Apparently, though, I was listening to an interview with Miggy, or somebody was, and they were telling me about it. And Miggy said now that he's not really capable of hitting as many home runs. He's changed his approach to like a small man baseball. So we'll probably see Miggy have a Tony Gwynn-like approach for the rest of his career. Yeah, Adam Cruz for the Pirates. He's going to be fun to watch. He's like 6'7". Sheesh. Yeah, if they can get his defense completely squared away, that guy's going to be a monster. Even if it doesn't, just move him over to DH. Oh, yeah, crazy day for Vest. Yeah, he was, because Willie Peralta got hurt yesterday. So Will Vest is on his way to Omaha this morning, and they called him back up. What's up, Random? How you guys doing? Charles, how you doing? I forgot to ask that. Hopefully everyone's doing quite well. Enjoying your afternoon, summertime. Here's Miguel Cabrera with the runner at third, 2 down, 1-0 count. And that'll end the inning, unfortunately. Miggy flies out to right field. Tigers get a guy to third, but they don't score. And top of the second coming up, Reyes, Miller, and Palacios. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Guardians. I'm doing well too. Just kind of chilling out. Weird. Hey, we're already at 15 likes. I appreciate that. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. We're just 5 away from the like goal. Very kind of everybody who's already left a like. Helps the stream out quite a bit. 2004 Pistons, they were winning playoff games like 69-67 and shit. That's the most they were like NCAA fucking finals, NCAA like tournament games. I think we need a team meeting. This team doesn't look like they're trying to win games at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what's up with your team right now. I wonder if it's the age thing, Max, because you guys are incredibly young. I didn't quite realize how bad it was for you guys. I think one of the things, I think your age is actually a problem. I know the Tigers aren't much older, but like, again, if you shave off Miggy, Grossman, and Schoop, we're probably a little bit younger than you guys even. But we're kind of weighted weird because of Miggy, Schoop, and well, Miggy and Grossman specifically. That like throws us down that heavy because Miggy's 40. Yeah, you guys are exhausted. You're a young ass team. Like, it's not helping. And I find it weird that people were like trying to poo-poo Terry Francona for suggesting that the age of the team is why they're struggling. It's like, no, that's a good reason. This is a rough part of the season right now. It's starting to get to the long part. A lot of the young guys, maybe they've never played baseball for this long. You know. Nor as many games in a short amount of time since maybe like Little League. Yeah, you guys got to add some veterans, like really bad. I would agree with that 100%. You guys got to like shift some of these guys away. It may suck to lose like good young players that you do have, but like you could probably get a fucking... You guys could start getting king's ransoms for some of these players, and you guys have tons of... Oh, that's gone. Well, Guardians take a 1-0 lead. Reyes goes to right field, and that's a 1-0 lead for the Guardians. At least it was a solo shot. Well, here's Miller now with 1-0 lead. Not a big deal. Guardians scored first yesterday too, Kenny. I think they've scored first in every single game, and then they've lost every single game. Well, I think except game 2 of the... No, they scored 2 in the first, if I remember right. The kids are having fun playing the game, ain't they? At least we don't got to face McKenzie this series. Didn't he just one-hit the Yankees? Or he's part of a one-hitter on the Yankees? Yeah, Tigers have won 3 straight. We already won this series, so this game is for a sweep. And there's a good shot Cleveland's going to beat the dog shit out of us today. Because what we did yesterday was pretty fucking... I mean, we actually did stop scoring, so it wasn't that disrespectful. What's up, Max? Yeah, McKenzie was ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I mean. That kid's got a lot of good potential. Tristan does. By the way, I messed with sound settings. Does everything still sound good? Things like it's still plenty loud enough, and it's just like there should be less background noise from like the things around me is what I was aiming to do, and it sounds like when I was recording things that actually did happen. But like in prior streams it was a little bit like a little too much background noise, so I'm glad to see it sounds a little more focused. I'll keep playing with it until it's crystal clear with none of that. I just don't like all the extra noise it's picking up. 2-2 to Miller. Oh shit, why wasn't that moving? There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. 2-2 count, foul ball. We'll do it again. Hey, a Guardians fan got the baseball. You always like to see that. Yeah, good for Buddy there. My man's got the star jersey on. That's strike 3. Down goes Miller. That's a nasty little pitch there. Here comes Palacios with 1 away. 1-0 Guardians lead in the top of the second. But how you doing, Amir? How's it going? Nervous for your guys' game this afternoon? Evening, rather, I guess. Who you guys play again? I know you guys are playing like somebody good. Oh yeah, the Braves. That sucks. Last team I'd want to play. Yeah, I noticed that. Someone had a Braves jersey. There was all kinds of crazy shit going on in that crowd.
Outside 2-0.
2-0 now. Here's Palacios.
jumps off his bat. Creates some bat speed.
Just 5'10", a buck 80 as he stands in.
3-0.
And he doesn't get cheated.
Why are you saying Braves, Kenny?
Former Cleveland third-round pick in 2018, played his college ball at Towson.
Not the best start. I mean, it's a decent start to the inning, but the solo shot kind of sucks. That'll be strike one. We're playing the White Sox tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. Not really the best thing to get to play them. They're starting to play a lot better baseball lately, so that could be pretty bad. That'll be ball 4. Here comes Clement with 1 on and 1 out, top of the second. Little control issue there, and hopefully he gets his shit together. Let's hope for a double play. Oh, the White Sox have lost 2 in a row. Who are they playing? They're playing Minnesota. Oh, god damn it. I don't know if that counts. You know what's crazy is if like they lose and then we sweep the White Sox, we like could become like almost the same record as them. The White Sox are quickly becoming really shitty. They're turning into the Tigers, and that's really embarrassing.
That's a ground ball waiting to happen.
And the one thing the Tigers can do is we are actually halfway decent against our own division this year, except for against the Royals. We're not too good against them. Everybody else we can play really good baseball against. Don't really know why that's the case, but it seems to be. Here's the 1-0 count to Clement. And that should be a double play. There's one, and oh, he beat it out, maybe. Yeah, either way, that was good running by Clement. He was pretty quick. Clement, I don't really know which one it is. That last name's hard for me to say. I almost can't say it. My brain wants to go Clement, but that's not how you say it. Yeah, he's safe. Anyway, 2 on now. Here's Sandy Leon. No reason to challenge this play. Yeah, he's safe anyway. Step down. Ball nowhere near glove. Ball in glove as he's rounding around. Twins hit 5 home runs yesterday. Sheesh. Sounds like Minnesota's back on. I felt good about my the Twins should be back to normal prediction this season. A lot of people said they'll be bad again, but it's like, I don't know, you guys. I have no idea why they were bad last year. They were good for like 3 straight years, didn't lose anybody, only got better, and then they got shitty last year. And I was like, well, that doesn't literally make any sense. It's either they're just a bad team now, or they're going to be really good again this year. And it seems to be the latter was true. They're back to normal. Unless in the second half they just implode. I don't, you know. That was a weird year last year with Minnesota. I have no idea what happened to them.
It is a good question.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably win the division. I don't think they retooled, Kenny. I literally think they have almost the exact same team as last season. I don't think they added Carlos Correa, and I think maybe a pitcher. They didn't really redo much. I'm telling you, that team didn't need to fix anything. They just needed to start hitting again. And they started hitting again this year. If you go look at like the way they played like in 2018, 19, 20, 2021 almost makes 0 sense for the Twins. It's like what the fuck happened? They went from like 300 home runs that one year to like they hit 200. They hit like 190 as a team last year. It was hilarious.
You got to take a deeper dive. You do.
Oh yeah, they also added Urshela too. That's true. I'm so glad they didn't get to keep that. Like I'm glad they traded away that one kid they got from Texas. He plays for the Yankees now. The dude who Isaiah Kiner Falafa, that fucking dude. I'm so glad he's not a Twin right now. Do you know how annoying he is to have to deal with? Oh, good God. Dude, when he went to Minnesota, I was like, oh, great. Now we're going to have to deal with the dude who's probably going to be a Gold Glove caliber middle infielder for his entire goddamn career.
Well, again, we talked about, I heard anything because listen, we talked
And he'd have probably just killed us. He'd have just killed us every single game for 10 years, and it would have been pretty much unbearable. Anyway, 2-2 count for Leon. One of the better pitchers on the Guardians team. It's weird that the Guardians have one of their pitchers back consistently. Max, why do you guys have this Sandy Leon pitcher batting? Oh yeah, because he just hits he puts everything in play and he barely it's awful. Schoop, Castro, and Clemens. Schoop, Willie Castro, and Clemens. I was so glad when they got rid of him, dude. I was like, oh, thank God they didn't decide to keep him. Oh, I thought we avoided a very, very big bullet. But of course now we have to deal with Gio Urshela, so it's not exactly the and Correa. Oh yeah, Harold Castro should be our pitching rep. Hey, we're up to 15 likes. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It helps the stream out, gets a few more people up in here. You are chilling. Might as well leave a like. All that fun stuff. Plus, you never know. Leaving a like, you may find $30 on the ground, or 20 because we're about 5 away from the goal anyway. So, anyway, we're heading to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Guardians lead on a solo homer by Franmil Reyes. And, yeah, we'll see if the Tigers have anything to respond with Schoop, Willie Castro, and Clemens. Schoop is just killing the Cleveland Guardians right now. Twins have 8 players on the 60-day. Sheesh. What's up, Breeze? How's it going, man? How's it going? But, yeah, this is about to be an interesting inning. One of the hottest hitters on the team, Jonathan Schoop. Dudes, you know how overdue Jonathan Schoop is to just hit a goddamn... But, do you see how Little League Jonathan Schoop's swing has become? This dude is, doing, an exaggerated step. He's, his shoulders are all straight. He's basically batting it's his first year in coach pitch. Or not coach pitch, even. It's his first year in pure pitch. And he's that kid with the really good swing. Everyone's like, dang, look how good he can swing, dude. Watch the way this dude bats. And tell me this is not the most Little League looking swing you've ever seen from a Major League Baseball player. I think Schoop finally went, all right, we're just going to go back down to basics. Okay, they're even doing a comparison. Look how big ass stride, opening up, just... Now look at his swing 2 days ago. Wink. Dude, that's a little... The swing is so much better. It's so much more, fundamental. It's hilarious. Even, the way he's holding the bat is kind of, But you know what it's doing, though? It's getting him hits. And that'll be a leadoff single for Jonathan Schoop. Yet another hit for Mr. Schoop in the series. What did he do? He fixed his swing. Dude, he's batting like he's in... Dude, I'm telling you, there is zero attempt for power from Jonathan Schoop right now. But you know what? He's fixing his timing and getting the swing down again, so that's perfect. You know what's crazy? I think Scott fucking Coolball might have finally did his job. He woke up from his 60-game nap and went, hey, how are we doing today? How we doing, everybody? And fucking everybody looked at Coolball and said, we have 11 simultaneous hitting slumps going on. And he went, what? What do you mean 11? Yeah, nobody can hit. Baker got traded to where? Seattle? And then Coolball just basically had to sit the whole offense down and go over everybody one by one by one by one. Oh, he's a Panther. Sheesh. Best Panther on the, damn. I wonder if that means Deshaun isn't getting suspended. I wonder if that means the Browns have inside info on the length of suspension that Deshaun's going to get. It sounds like it might not be a full season if they just traded old Baker Mayfield. Sorry if I'm breathing hard. But, I still have this weird side injury where every so often I, kind of... it's, going away, but it's still, every so often it's just oh, ooh. Yesterday was awful. I couldn't have streamed yesterday. I will look after the inning ends, but we're focused. Hold on. 3-1. Good start by Willie Castro. Runner at first. Castro in a 3-1 count. Yeah, he's traded. He's now a Panther. I'll tell you after this. I'll show you after this pitch. That's also probably why I sound kind of wheezed. I'm not getting a lot of big full breath. All right, 3-2 now. Yeah. Deal is pending a physical. For a like Kenny said, the Kenny was 100% correct in what he reported. That'll be another foul ball. Wait, am I okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I like probably strained an intercostal muscle, which is a muscle between a rib, or beneath or between the ribs that help them move around. And I strained it probably, and then I didn't really take it easy on it, and then I really fucked it up. And yeah, now I have one more day. Probably before I can do anything without it hurting. Right now, it just feels like I have a very bad cramp that won't go away. Foul tip. Runner's going to have to go back to first. Or are they just going to call it a strikeout? Oh, they're going to say he struck out? Okay. So does that mean Schoop gets second base? So there's a strikeout, Schoop steals second. Okay, so Schoop steals second on the strikeout. Here comes Cody Clemens with a runner at second, 1 away. 1-0 Guardians lead in the bottom of the second. Okay, he didn't tip it. He just fell out of the guy's glove. Are they going to actually give Schoop the stolen base on that? Oh, yeah, that's Schoop steals another base, too. Sheesh. Schoop's been our best player of this series. Fucking killing it, him and Miggy. And Riley Greene. Here's Clemens now with 1 away, runner in scoring position. Yeah, it's an out. Castro struck out. Oh, shit, that ball gets hit off the glove. This could send Schoop home. Schoop scores, it's 1-1. All right. Yeah, but I think with the runner at first, it doesn't matter. It's a very specific rule with the drop third strike. I think if there's a guy at first base when the pitch is thrown and you drop it, I think it doesn't matter. The batter's already out. I think that only applies if first base is open and there's a play that could be done at first base on a force out. I think. I won't swear to that, but I'm like 90% positive the rule's something vague along those lines. But I think the drop third strike doesn't apply to a guy if first base isn't like open. Cody Clemens drives the run in, making it a 1-0 game or a 1-1 game. Here's Spencer Torkelson, who could really use some good calls for once. Did you guys see some of those calls last night? Good God. The one to Schoop where they struck his ass out on a pitch that was like fucking basically right there, but like up here. And then they did it to Grossman too later in the game. And then they struck Torkelson out on a ball that was like right the fuck down, like at his like beneath his ankles. I was like, what is this umpire doing? What kind of like I was so pissed about like I'm glad we won 11-4 because if we wouldn't have, there was that ump would have fucked us. Like we probably left like 3 runs on the field because of how bad the umpiring was. Like it was like situations like where I normally don't really blame umpiring, but if we would have lost, I'd be like, yeah, the ump fucked us. Guardians, we got hosed, and the Guardians were given a good win. Anyway, it's 2-0 on Torkelson, but we won 11-4, so it didn't matter. Too bad. Let that go, dude. 2-1 now. Yeah, Clemens is definitely doing better the more he's seeing the major league pitching. Nice to see. I like to see the young guys come up and get a chance and do good. 2-1 on Torque. Boy, it'd be nice if he started hitting the ball. Ooh, that was a good pickoff attempt. Clemens gets back in, though, so it'll stay 2-1 and nothing doing on the pickoff attempt. This is Justin Bieber's older brother, Shane Bieber, the pitcher. He's sort of the black sheep of the Bieber family. He can sing just as good as Justin, but chose to go a path of baseball. He was thrown off the Bieber family farm. If you don't believe me, you can Google it or whatever. I don't give a shit. Anyway, 2-2 count. I'm telling you, I can make up better backstories for players than the ones that they actually got. But only if they got a semi-famous last name or a famous last name that I could just attach to it. And Torkelson strikes out. Well, at least Bieber's a good pitcher. Even better singer, but the world will never know. Anyway, 2 down now for Tucker Barnhart. I got no idea what he's going to do. I'll be honest. Generally he gets out, but I think his last like 2 games he's had a couple hits, so it's I don't know. And he's halfway decent versus Bieber. He's 4 for 13 with a double and 3 Ks. Strike 1. I always find it crazy when a catcher looks back at the umpire shocked about the like, how are you a catcher and shocked about the strike zone? Yeah, Eric, I seen that. I wonder if that means that your Browns are quite like maybe they have inside information about the decision that's going to be made by the Sue Robinson lady that appealed the Deshaun Watson situation. I wonder if that means that the Browns kind of know, like, oh, he's only getting half a season, he's going to be good. And the NFL has kind of openly stated they have no plans to really like challenge any of the decisions made. They don't really want to like get in the muddy waters with all this. They're just going to let that happen. So if that lady suggests only half a season, I think the NFL is only going to do half a season. And if that's like the inside track going on, that makes sense that Baker is now a Panther. Yeah, it was, Sean. It wasn't a good at-bat. Sean, how close were you to punching your TV yesterday on those calls on, I think it was Candelario, Grossman, and Torkelson? Something tells me, Sean, you were about ready to explode into a nuclear meltdown on those 3 calls. And you probably could have met. He's safe. Cody Clemens just stole second. Good job, Cody.
Good jump, good slide, and in scoring position.
Yeah, Omar, I don't know what we're doing right now. The Grossman one? Yeah, and then remember the one to Candelario? That was literally like the same fucking spot on this. Like, it's just like. And what's even crazier about both those at-bats is like there was probably 2 or 3 runs left on the field because of that. So if we would have lost that game, I'd have been so much worse. It'd have been like it's like who. Nah, Torx. Like I've been saying though, like if he goes to AAA, he's gonna go down there and hit like fucking 900. It wouldn't actually do him any good to go to AAA. You know what I mean? If that makes any kind of, because he's not that far off from being able to consistently hit the ball at this level. But if he goes to AAA, I think he's too far ahead for AAA being effective. If that actually makes any sense. Because there is a point where you're too far. Like I don't know. Fucking.
Different approach at the plate than what he had in the minors. We'll get into that a little bit later on in the telecast.
He's
gonna battle you. He's a grinder.
Maybe he needs to go down. You guys, like, maybe for like a week or 2 and see if he can't get his shit right. Maybe get some confidence. Hey, that's a base hit by Tucker Barnhart. Cody Clemens around third, and he scores. Tucker Barnhart gets us a 2-1 lead, and they throw the ball back into center field. I think Barnhart's standing at second. Fucking Tucker Barnhart. Of all people. Guardians fans just turned the TV off already. They're like, oh shit, here we go again. Fuck this. You know it's a cold fucking day in hell when we just did that with Tucker Barnhart. Rosario was pretty close on that jump. Sean, I have a theory about why we're hitting the ball all of a sudden. Why our like pesky little line drives that used to be caught like that are suddenly able to go up and over people. I think once Riley Greene got called up, they gave us the juice baseballs because I think the MLB only gives juice balls to teams that have star players the MLB want to become star players, i.e. guys like Riley Greene, maybe Spencer Torkelson too, but not both of them 100%. And you can see that with like certain teams all of a sudden, just like all of a sudden becoming good. Like, why are the Pirates winning games all of a sudden? Why are the Orioles able to beat teams all of a sudden? I don't know. They're full of top prospects. The league does not want to be shitty. And I think a bunch of teams are slowly getting these juiced up baseballs. And I'm starting to think the Tigers might have juiced balls now. Something's weird. It's either that or Cool Ball finally did his goddamn job. Like he woke up from a very long slumber or something and went, all right, how's the team doing hitting-wise? We're hitting like 290 as a team, right? Everyone's doing good? A lot of homers? Scott, we're averaging like 2.8 runs a game. Shit's not good. And he went, what the fuck? Yeah, we have like 11 hitting slumps going on at one time right now. I don't even know how that's mathematically possible. And this dude had to go into like a nuclear meltdown type of meeting where he had to pull guys in one by one for the last few days. The whole Kansas City series was just fixing everything, and now everything's fixed up. Because it just feels different. I don't know. To me, it just fundamentally feels like a different. Like the at bats feel smarter for most of these guys. They seem to be getting luckier with their hits. I'm not really sure why they're luckier. Maybe the balls are juiced. They're hitting a shitload of line drives in comparison to ground balls. I think that's one of the biggest things is like the balls, instead of being like hit on the ground, they're like line drives now. All the balls should be the same, but even players believe in some balls being juiced and some dead. Yeah, Sean, that's what I mean. I'm not like just like being crazy. I've been looking at the way like the way the players talk about it. I think a lot of players would be like, yeah, it kind of feels like that. Because, dude, it doesn't make sense. The Tigers went from hitting weak liners and, like, balls that were, like, not making it through to, like, everything exploding into gaps and shit all of a sudden. We're getting very lucky with balls that are getting through now because they're being hit a lot harder for some reason. I don't know why that. It just seems weird. Maybe if teams aren't getting fucking lucky as shit. Because, Sean, at the beginning of the year, it's not like they weren't, like, smoking baseballs at times. There were guys everywhere. We just seem to not get any luck early in the season. Maybe we're just getting lucky now. But then again, we're hitting line drives, so it's not really lucky. Something feels different. What's up, Trey? 2-1 Tigers, top of the third coming up. Let's see if we can protect the lead. Pineda back to work against Straw, Kwan, and Rosario. 9-1-2 for the Tribe. Or for the Guardians, anyway. It's going to take me so long to stop calling them things related to, like, the Indians. We hit so many balls to the track even deep into May. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, Sean. We were just not getting, like, lucky. And now, like, things just feel a little different, and I'm wondering if the balls are juiced. And now that we got Greene and Torque and all these guys coming up, it's like... Specifically Greene, because he was a #1 prospect, just like Adley Rutschman, and... Which is why I also think that the Orioles are all of a sudden winning a lot of games. As soon as they called Adley Rutschman up, that team was just fucking destroying baseballs, and they've been one of the hottest teams in baseball. It's so suspicious, dude. It's like, what, they called up a catcher and all of a sudden the whole team can hit? That's weird. What, we called up a center fielder who gets on a lot, and all of a sudden our entire team is breaking out of slumps? Yeah, Riley Greene can hit baseballs 435 feet, which is not in his fucking player description. Yeah, that's weird. He has, like, dead center power, like, severe dead center power. Like, to the point where if he wasn't at Comerica for the past, like, if we weren't at Comerica, he'd have hit, like, I don't know, 5 home runs at most stadiums. It's quite bizarre. Oh, this is the first game on your parlay, Omar? Well, hopefully the Tigers can keep it good for you. Here's the 1-2 to Straw. Former Houston Astro, one of Trey's guys he probably liked. One away. Yeah, Jacob, he's probably going to get suspended, but I think with the trade that just happened, it kind of indicates he's not getting as many games as I think people might have initially thought. Sounds like he might be only getting half a season, maybe 12 games. And if it's a season, it sounds like it might just be a singular season, not multiple. One away here in the inning. Ball one outside to Stephen Kwan. Top of the order now for the Guardians. Yeah, Greene will be about that. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I seen that sad Lions fan. I think that to me indicates Baker, the Deshaun's video, not going to be as intense. Yeah, I'll probably make a Baker video, but it's going to be old news. But then again, I do need to just make a content video pretty soon. Pandemics of balls. Some balls have less weight or less runner, or less of a part of the ball. Not by much, but the little tiny difference makes it. Oh yeah, yeah. Especially even just like stitch work, like how thick the stitching is, and yeah, craziest amounts of things, like how much mud goes into the production of the ball, and yeah, you could really tweak the formula by like the most minuscule change and think you're not doing anything, but suddenly the balls are dead, or suddenly you have super baseballs that you can go like this and smack with your hand and knock 900 feet. Like, oops, a daisy. Shouldn't have smacked that so hard, I guess. 3-1 count, 4-1, and Kwan walks. 1 on, 1 out, top of the third. Here comes Rosario. Let's try to get a double play here because I really don't want to deal with Ramirez nor Franmil Reyes with runners on. Prefer them to just hit solo homers if they're going to do it. But yeah, Baker went over to the Panthers for a 5th and a conditional 4th. I think I seen. Conditional 5th, okay. Is it just 1/5? It'll become a 4th round pick. And that's out of play, 0-1. Rosario fouls the first pitch back, 0-1 count. Well, the Baker Mayfield saga has finally come to a close. Pretty crazy. Nope. What's going on? Yeah, well, Baker, I think the biggest problem is the contract, but I think they're eating some of it, so. But again, the Browns fucked up and tanked his trade value somewhat. All parties split financials, so they're both taking some deal. Browns are taking some contract on. What the problem is Baker's contract is like $18 million, so it's quite expensive for a team to take on. Plus, they kind of ruined his trade value. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, talking shit about him the way they were. So teams were like, "Well, you don't want him. Why would we give up a lot to get him?" Type deal. No, I don't think so. I don't think you can use last season because prior to last year, he was a good quarterback, right? Just had literally just been in the wasn't he just in the AFC Championship game or the AFC Divisional game and almost beat the goddamn Chiefs? So no, he's not a bad quarterback. He had a torn left labrum and several other injuries last year. That if the Browns were a competent organization with a real head coach, no offense to Browns fans or anything, I think your team's kind of dog shit ran. They'd have sat Baker Mayfield when he tore his labrum. I don't know why the fuck they let him play like that. They were just like, yeah, go ahead, dude. It's not your throwing arm, doesn't matter. I commend Baker's toughness, but it's like, dude, that ruined your season. You were way worse than you should have been, Baker. Holy fuck, you were hurt. Like, he was substantially worse than he should have been because he was dealing with the left arm injury. Anyway, 1-1 count. You can play on a left end, but like it's like that takes away your running ability. Plus, I think he had leg injuries. It's like, dude, what is he doing? Why didn't he just get sat for 4 weeks or something? Yeah, exactly what Trey just said. He's put them in the playoffs once in 1 playoff games. Yeah, no, I wouldn't classify Baker as a bust even in the slightest capacity. He literally took a team, as Trey said, that had never done anything and took them as far as they've ever gone. You know, as this iteration of the franchise. So no. He's their greatest thing they've ever had at quarterback, but now they got Deshaun Watson, so I get it. They could have did him a lot better than the way they did him, though. Here's the 1-2, and that'll be a ground ball up the middle. This is going to at least get one, and they're going to say it got him at first, but I don't know about that one. That's a double play, just what we needed to get out of the inning. I guess they're not even going to review it. All right, they got one. Good job by Baez. Okay, they got him. All right, good job. Good job. Double play. Not the easiest guys to turn two on, but we got it done. And now we get Ramirez and Reyes with empty bases. Or at worst, Ramirez on for Reyes, so that's not the end of the world. Anyway, we're headed to the bottom of the third. Tigers holding their 2-1 lead. I believe it'll be Baez, Grossman, and Cabrera. Baez, Grossman, and Cabrera, 2, 3, and 4 for Detroit. Baez, Grossman, and Cabrera. I was right. 2-1 Tigers. Let's see if we can get some runs. It is nice to see us being, it's just nice to see offense. You know how it's been that bad of a season for being a Tigers fan where it's like, hey, it's just nice to see some runs and some hits. Do I think Baez is a top 5 fielder in the MLB? Probably. Like at his position or like overall? Not overall, no. But at his position, he's probably one of the top 5 shortstops. There's him... Not in any particular order. There's Correa, him. I think Trevor Story's pretty goddamn solid at shortstop. I think Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Does he play second or short? I don't remember. He's really good at the position. Tim Anderson's really good at the position, but he makes a lot of errors these days. Jose Iglesias, he doesn't really hit well, so he gets kind of pushed out. He is really bad at hitting. That's guys like him don't win Gold Gloves because they can't hit. That's damn, what a fucking shame. It's part of the reason why Adrian Beltre at third base was able to win so many Gold Gloves. The dude was a fucking menace at the plate. And that kind of, when it's all right, these guys had basically the same numbers on defense. Yeah, there's Simmons, Cabrera. But does it help that Baez has really good first baseman a lot? Doesn't hurt, right? You go Rizzo, Pete Alonso, and then Spencer Torkelson at first base for you. That really makes you seem like a little better of a shortstop, right?
Best hitter all season long, so there's no question he's there deserved.
All those guys are pretty fucking solid first baseman defensively. So with Baez, but it's hard to determine because a good first baseman really changes your shortstop ability. And Baez strikes out on 3 pitches.
Well, I would say this. He's got 77.
Yeah, you're good. I don't. Show up when you can, man. How you been? Hopefully quite good. Yeah, if Correa was playing good baseball, it wouldn't be much of an upgrade. But with the way Correa is all of a sudden playing, yeah, certainly seems like you guys just got rid of him and got a way better fucking player out the deal. You been good? I've been good too, man. Glad to hear. 1-0 to Grossman now. 1 away in the bottom of the third. 2-1 Tigers lead. It's Grossman, the hitter. He's 0 for 1. Hey, we're at 25 likes, by the way, everybody. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. We're well over the like goal. Let's see how close we can get to maybe 30, maybe 40 likes. That'd be pretty crazy. But, yeah, 24, 25 likes. Very kind. Thank you very much. We hit the like goal, so that's cool. All right, 1-1 count for Grossman. Pitch is going to be low and inside for ball 2. Strikeout on the White Castle special again. Yeah, I know, Schwartzy. I don't know what's going on with Baez. This is the worst career start to his This is the worst season he's ever had. Maybe next year will be the best. I don't fucking know. Baez because he's significantly cheaper than Correa is. I'd rather not have to pay Correa fucking $40 million for one season like the Twins are. You might see Watson. Hell yeah, see if we can get a signature. That'd be kind of cool.
What we saw last year, when you started
2-2.
mechanics, I thought early in the season he was not
My family's house since May.
trying to keep it low.
Wow, for a minute. Almost 2 months.
More compact to the baseball.
Say May 18th through the 21st, somewhere around there.
He said he never really got comfortable
Maybe even a little sooner. Maybe May 13th, 14th, or 15th or something.
to doing what he's always done. And that's it with a high leg
Middle of May.
back in that power position.
I'll be going back home in like 10, 11 days. And Grossman strikes out on a full count, 2 down. Here comes Cabrera.
We've been talking a lot about Miguel Cabrera. Should he be in the All-Star team? But here's what I want you guys to
You're going to try to get Cooper autograph? Hell yeah, that's even better.
this year.
He'll probably be on the team next year without any charges there, you know. He's not being sued for anything.
And he stands square to the plate. But when he feels like the guy
Are you allowed to? I would look that up for your team specifically. I'm pretty sure there's rules somewhere around.
is slightly open from his back foot. And now with 2 strikes or a guy that ball gets on him a little bit quicker, he no strides. He keeps the front foot down and he utilizes the hand, and he's worked this approach to perfection this season.
How many guys do that?
Not many guys hit with Miggy's.
Yeah, somebody hit the ball.
Makes adjustments from different pitchers, from pitch to pitch.
Don't let Bieber settle in.
Remarkable.
That'll be ball 2.
I'm not sure that is highlighted nearly enough. We talk about the home run power.
Maybe a rare homer from Miggy this afternoon would be cool.
The number of hits
Or the second coming of Tony Gwynn. 6-game hit streak for Miggy. He's hitting .386 with 6 RBIs.
Adjustment that he makes.
That'll be called strike 1, but it probably shouldn't have been.
It sets up pitchers. You might see him take a
2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 2-1 count. Bieber ready already.
and the pitcher's thinking, wow, I got it.
Yeah.
And then they come back with that pitch with
Here's the pitch, and Miggy, he swung. 2-2.
and he's doing it against
I swung.
the world. I mean, I couldn't do that in Pony League for crying out loud.
I was gonna say it looked like it to me. It broke anyway. 2-2 count for Cabrera.
Once ahead, 2-0 on the count. Now it's even 2-2.
And let's see here if he
Someone said, "What is Bieber cooking?"
A lot of times you'll see him spread out.
In the hole.
There you go, sad Lions fan.
Takes the time. The Tigers are retired in order for the first time
There we go.
today.
Haha, no, couldn't strike out the side. Looks like Bieber's failing a little bit these days. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Guardians. 3, 4, 5 for the Guardians. Ramirez, Reyes, and Miller. Ramirez, Reyes, and Miller. Top of the 4th coming up. Yeah, Baez has that scope. He has scope syndrome going on right now. Maybe Baez needs to just do what Schoop did and go back to the super basics and just start hitting singles for a little bit so he can get back to normal. Holy shit, there's a lot of notifications on my phone. Sheesh. There we go. Now it's back to a normal spot. Yeah, we're already at 30. Sheesh. Thank you guys very kindly, very kindly. Yeah, the Browns should be good as long as the quarterback situation isn't too bad. Yeah, he's got scope syndrome where you just forget how to hit. 29, 30 likes. Very kind, guys. Thank you very much for the likes, by the way. Very kind. Yeah, Jacob. If your mom liked Baker, then I would imagine it's probably a bit of a dividing thing for some fans. Like, what the fuck? So Grossman is still playing more over Reyes. Yeah, Sean, I don't know if we're trying to, auction Grossman off. Look, he can still play everybody. You should trade for him. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, he hit really well against the Diamondbacks because I think career-wise he hits the Diamondbacks really well. Yeah, he's in the NFC South. Yeah, Schwartzy. Yeah, exactly. With no Haas. I'm surprised Haas isn't catching, but I guess you don't really want to day-night doubleheader. Or he caught yesterday night, so. I guess don't want to get him tired, but
for the entire series, even on a day game on a Wednesday afternoon.
you know who's mad probably right now? Robbie Anderson. That dude really didn't want Baker to come to Carolina, and now his quarterback is going to be Baker Mayfield. You're a Steelers fan? Oh. Yeah, I know. Their best quarterback ever, Jacob, and they traded him. I can't believe it. But, I mean, they do have Deshaun until, you know, and Brissett until Deshaun's unsuspended. Unless Deshaun gets suspended for a year and then the Browns go ahead and cut, or the 49ers cut Jimmy G and then the Browns sign Jimmy G. Which wouldn't be a bad 1 year stopgap till you get Deshaun back. 1-1 count on Jose Ramirez.
In the victories for Cleveland this year, his batting average.
Weird feeling the Browns might have Jimmy G this year, but I don't think that'd be the worst thing ever. He could probably get them into a Super Bowl. I mean, do you have evidence that says he can't? Top tier defense, elite running game. Sounds like Jimmy G's kind of ideal situation. I'm sorry, but I can't literally, like, to me that's like a glove fit situation for Jimmy G. It's basically going to the Niners 2 years ago. Oh, I can. 100% I can imagine Jimmy playing for the Browns. It's literally the 49ers 2 years ago. Go look at it. And tell me that's not almost the same team, but a way better running game for the Browns. So, I do think that, sorry to make it so football heavy, though. That'll be a fly out by Jose Ramirez. He gave that a good whack, but right to the glove of Willie Castro, one away. Here comes the always dangerous, to us anyway, Franmil Reyes. Rest of the league, this guy sucks, but to us, he's an absolute menace. His 215 average is because he hits against us. That's probably another... Oh, no. Wow, Willie Castro with a nice play in right field on the first pitch. 2 away. I thought he just hit another home run. I was like, oh, there goes another one. It's 2-2. But anyway, that'll be the second out of the inning, rather. And, here comes Miller with 2 away. No Haas, no Reyes. Reyes has looked great this year. Dude has played super well, even with 2 injuries. Yeah, I hope he wins the starting job soon. But again, Austin Meadows will be back, so we'll see how that plays. Yeah, Willie's played a good right field. It's just Austin Meadows will be back. And watch him come back and have home runs. Now I'll be like, oh, thank God. Maybe we can stop hearing about the fucking stupid Isak Paredes trade. Have you guys seen his era compilation yet this year with Tampa Bay? I don't know how many errors that dude's going to have. I'm talking like, and it's not even like kind of errors. It's like soft ground balls hit to him. He just fucking messes up. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, we're stupid for trading a guy who can't field a fucking ground ball slowly hitting the infield. Yeah, that's a real dumb trade by the Tigers. Meadows, he strained his Achilles when he was rehabbing after COVID. Guy is very unlucky with his health this year. They're trying to find a spot for him to start. I'm pretty sure he's just going to be DHing after a second here. Here's the 3-0 to Miller. They'll get that in there for a strike. It's 3-1. What if Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield got hurt after each other? I don't know. Then they probably got to go with Matt Corral. I don't know. I don't really follow the Panthers like that. They just have to go with another quarterback. I don't. Is that like a trick question? If both of those guys get hurt, they go to the next quarterback, right? Like Meadows, Reyes, Greene, starting outfield, please. Just drop Grossman at this point. Yeah, get rid of Grossman and keep Willie Castro as the 4th guy. And if Miggy doesn't play, put Meadows as a DH.
Pineda has fought back in the count. He struck Miller out in the second looking. And now, after being down 3-0 in the count, has it full.
I think ultimately Meadows should probably be our DH once Miggy goes away, if we're going to keep Austin. Holy fuck, he crushed that, but it's foul. Whoo, that was close to making it 2-2. He smoked that baseball. Who are you talking about? I don't remember. Your mom? We said she has a 1,000 batting average because nobody gets out with your mom. Everyone scores with her. Oh. Good play by Baez. Could be an out. Fucking threw Torkelson off the bag. It was a good try to play, though, but the throw was a little bit off. Miller beats the throw as the throw gets kind of drawn down the line a little bit there. So they'll probably rule that a hit ultimately because it was kind of an extra effort throw. Palacios due up now with 2 away. Yeah, they ruled that a single. Yeah, I wish too, Ethan. Same here, same here. He's a much better player. But, you know. I don't think Eric Haas has the ability to catch every day. That should have been a strike. But they'll call it ball 1 to Palacios. 1-0 now with the runner at first and 2 down in the top of the 4th. That's hurting us is a lack of Austin Hedges. He works so well with the pitching staff and with Leon, you're not going to get much going. Yeah. I mean, injuries always fuck teams up, especially to places like catcher. Yeah, Haas is certainly proving me wrong. I thought Haas was just kind of a streaky player that sometimes played good and played shitty most of the time. But I think Haas actually does get better the more he plays. So I do think there's some legitimacy to, like, no, we need to play him more so he hits more. Which is what people were arguing with me before the season. I was like, I don't know, guys. I think he's just streaky. 1-1. But it does seem like the more he gets to fucking play, the better he plays. So all this tells me, though, is Haas is going to be the backup catcher for at least till Dingler and Rogers are both ready. And then Haas has to can earn a shot as the DH if he wants to stick around. Because, all fairness to Haas, I don't think we should have him catching for much longer. I guess use him as the backup till, you know, Dingler's ready to go, and then we have Rogers as a backup catcher and Dingler as a starter. Maybe something different happens. I doubt it, but Haas probably, I would like to see him eventually moved away from catching for the sake of power hitting. Eric Haas, no, his favorite pitch is a fastball, actually. The dude actually obliterates fastballs, but he said he changed his approach because like he knew the scouting report on him had become, because you know how like they eventually figure you out. Well, he said that now that everybody knew he couldn't really hit anything other than fastballs, he's been getting steady breaking ball diets, and now he's comfortable hitting those kind of pitches because he's like clearly fucking crushing them. He's an outfielder, and he's probably going to become a DH, I would imagine, or one of the candidates for DH once Miggy walks away. Oh, no, not Eloy Jimenez. Oh, great, right before the Tigers series. That's awesome. No, that's great. Schoop, Willie Castro, and Clements, 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Tigers in the bottom of the 4th. They hold a 2-1 lead. Tigers up 2-1. Yeah, that's great. You always want to hear a team's best player by a mile on an already stacked team is back and healthy. Awesome. Glad Faker Mayfield got what he wanted. Sheesh. You know he'd be your guys' quarterback if your team had their way, right? Nathan. Tarek Skubal. I almost hope he doesn't pitch against this. I almost hope they push his start to the next team we play, like Minnesota or the Royals. I'd rather him not deal with the White Sox. Who's your team's quarterback, Ethan? You a Lions fan? But anyway, it'll be Schoop, Willie Castro, and Clemens, 5, 6, and 7. 2-1 Tigers lead, bottom of the 4th. Dude's out here talking shit about quarterbacks when he's got Jared Goff. Man's living in a fucking glass house throwing big ass boulders at people. Yeah, you remember what the White Sox did to fucking Schoop at the start of the year? Sheesh. Well, actually, I think Goff can be better than Mayfield. It's just Goff needs Goff can be better than Mayfield, but the problem with Goff is he needs a lot of things to be able to produce at a high level. We'll see if the Lions provided him with enough, but because we've seen what the best of Jared Goff can get you, but we don't know what the best of we might have seen what the best Baker can get you, and that certainly means Goff's better, but by how much? It's a limited amount. No, I don't even think Goff's inconsistent. The problem with Jared Goff is he is only as good as the team around him. He does not elevate play. He does not make anything around him better. He can just throw a ball, and it generally can get to the receiver. And if you have really good receivers, they can make a lot happen because he does throw a decent pass. Think back to his yeah, like Goff is an extremely limited guy that like plays way better when he's got a super team around him. And the Lions do have really fucking stacked talent around him. If he can't succeed with the talent around him in Detroit, he's done. Like he's just a backup now. Like, because most quarterbacks could step into what the Lions have for weapons and put up quite a fucking slew of numbers right now. Oh, if the Lions had Stafford, they'd score 50 touchdowns this year passing. It'd be crazy what they'd be able to do with guys like Hawkinson, Amon-Ra. You got DJ Chark, I believe, and then you also added in that Williams kid. Sheesh. What's up, Vincente? Yeah, I'm ready for football always. Anyway, let's go back to the game here. 1 away. Willie Castro takes strike 1. Or fouls it away anyway. Yeah, Goff will be better this year, 100%. He didn't have shit to work with at the start last year. 1-1. Plus, the Lions have a really good O-line, and the thing with Goff is if the O-line's good, he plays 10 times better. For every it's a very odd thing with him. Great O-line means Goff plays 10 times better. Bad O-line, he plays like 20 times worse. Damn it, Willie Castro flies out and 2 away. He has a running game and O-line and receivers and top tight ends. Also mentioning their new offensive coordinator. Yeah, he should play way better, Breeze, 100%. Good game so far. I have the Tigers on a couple parlays. Oh, hopefully they do well, Vincente, and you win some. Hopefully they help you win a little bit of scratch, a little bit of cheddar. Cody Clemens is up now with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. Tigers lead 2-1.
He has been an impact player for Detroit, and he is a gamer.
He's definitely a gamer. He's also showing his versatility, playing first base, playing second base, he can play third base.
The Panthers.
He's played the outfield.
Ball 1 to Cody Clemens.
I was at his stall yesterday talking to him while he was oiling each of his
balls.
It was taking a while, but we had time to kill, so why not, right? And he talks about the super discipline that you have to have.
That'll be strike 1.
Because
1-1 on Clemens.
in the major leagues, you're going to get maybe 1 or 2 pitches in an at-bat. That's not how he felt in the minor leagues, so it's a different approach.
Your brother just found out. He's pissed. Yeah, I'd be a little stressed out.
He's absolutely right, too. There's a good chance
1-2. Though Jacoby Biscuits is better than Deshaun, but people don't really want to have that discussion. Yeah. Well, technically it's Deshaun Watson, but he's probably going to be suspended for at least a season, so. Unless the Browns traded Baker knowing that he's only going to get like half a season, so it's not that big a deal. That'll be bounced in there for ball 2. Count even at 2-2. Bottom of the 4th. 2 away. 2-1 Tigers lead. Yeah, Brandon. I think that's why a lot of other teams were waiting and kind of waiting and seeing what's going to happen with Deshaun's legal stuff before they made any dramatic moves for Watson. But I also think they might have inside info on how Sue Robinson's going to rule that case. And it kind of sounds like she doesn't want to do. I think she's kind of leaning on like half a season. Then the NFL made it sound like that they aren't interested in like appealing any of her decisions. So kind of sounds like he's not going to be gone for too long. Clement, I don't know. I have trouble with that last name. Clement, Leon and Straw. Clement, Leon, and Straw. 7, 8, 9 due up here for the Guardians. Top of the 5th coming up. It's 2-1 Tigers. Well, we're up 2-1, so. Yeah, Ethan, that's why. What's up, Detroit fan? Your boy got $78 in the bank. Hell, there you go. It's a good paycheck. I didn't know that's what they were paying. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna be like, I didn't know that's what they were paying the disabled these days to work. That's it, Jacoby. Yeah, I mean, best case scenario for the Browns is Deshaun only gets half a season, and then they just got to deal with Big Ben Watson comments for the rest of their career, rest of the time that Deshaun's their quarterback. Deshaun Raplesberger. If I'm a Steelers fan, I'd be lighting them up. I'm sorry, but if I rooted for the Steelers, knowing the way that the Browns kind of championed the Big Ben accusations as like a rallying cry against the Steelers, it would be fucking on, dude. I'd be like, oh really? These fucking people are gonna cheer for Deshaun Watson now? Big Ben only had like 2 accusations compared to the 22 more that the other guy had. 26 at one point, 27 if a bunch of them didn't drop cases prior to everything happening. Now it's down to like 4 because a bunch settled. And
but overall, Craig Monroe and Dan Petrie, he has been met with soft contact.
I think he's been effectively.
Both Steelers and Bengals can use that against the Browns. Well, yeah, Steelers kinda, but again, they got to be kind of careful. And the Ravens just kind of got to sit their part out forever because, the whole Ray Lewis probably killed that guy thing. But, someone else was found guilty for it, so he probably didn't do it. But a lot of people think otherwise. Anyway, yeah, let's get to sweep. I see a broom. I see Detroit fans said brought out his broom. Breeze wants to bring the brooms out. It'll be a 1-1 count to Clement here. Clement, Leon, and Straw, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's tough on them Detroit fan. They can't really say much. A lot of these guys a lot of that AFC North got really fucking got a lot of skeletons in their closets. That'll be a leadoff single for that pesky bastard. You can't wait to sweep the Browns? Hell yeah, man. Good luck. Yeah, Ray Rice was also on the Ravens, but I think they got rid of him pretty quick. Clement singles to right. So 1 on, nobody out. Top of the 5th. Tigers lead 2-1. They need to get a double play here with Leon batting. Strike one. I have to get up and move for here in a second just so I can get some blood flowing. Yeah, I always do Thursday night. 7 or 8, that's possible. I think they need a little luck to be on the 8+ side. So much speculation we will trade Johnson. In my honest opinion, it would be a mistake. Oh, it would be a mistake. He shows the most. I don't know. I thought there was going to be a B there for some reason, but I misread that. Yeah, I don't think you guys should trade Deontay Johnson. You guys should just re-sign him. He's your best receiver. Then again, you also have Claypool and Pickens now, so it kind of complicates things. That'll be 1-1 outside. Broadcaster out of his gourd if he thinks Pineda's going 6. Yeah, he's already at 70 pitches right now. He would have to get a double play here and get a quick out. Jacob is like a Steelers fan, I believe.
And again, compete, make adjustments, and keep your team in the game long enough to see if your offense.
I'm glad you brought it up because A.J. Hinch said before the game, you go into a season, you think you need about 8 to 10, maybe 11 starters. The Tigers have used 14, most in majors. And it does show you the value of the depth the organization has been built in that regard.
I mean, how about Gary Hill coming up 6 innings, 2 hits? I think he only gave up
All right.
Yeah, he just gave up the 1 home run.
Yeah.
You're a Steelers fan. With their easy schedule, the Lions should be able to. Yeah, 7 or 8 games should be doable. The Patriots, hopefully 10 to 12. I'm just going to the Browns training camp because yeah. You said I remember you saying you live close to them or whatever. 2-2 count here, top of the 5th. Uh-oh. That'll get another runner on. There's 2 on, nobody out. Leo and singles.
The Tigers have been forced to use 14 starters because of the injuries. And all the different names who have started a game so far for Detroit this season.
Joey Wentz came back in his first outing, scuffled.
Oh, I gotta stretch out, guys.
His next opportunity, he dealt. Elvin Rodriguez wasn't bad at all either when he got a chance.
We were all down in Lakeland, and when they broke camp, your thought was, it's Mize, it's Schoop, it's Eduardo Rodriguez, it's Michael Pineda, it's Matt.
Over under 2.5. How many Tigers relievers get dealt before the deadline? I'd say under 2.5. I would imagine someone like Fulmer gets traded, and then maybe someone else gets snuck out for 2 people. But I don't mind. I don't think much outside of that.
Talk about depth. You talk about guys getting an opportunity and taking advantage of it.
You probably want to keep Lang, Soto. Probably want to move Fulmer.
This could be 2.
That's 1 and 2. So the Tigers do get a double play out of that, but Miller or Clement does get to 3rd. Looked like Baez thought about going to 3rd with it first, but he hesitated a little bit too much. And Clement gets to 3rd, but there is 2 away now on a double play. And now up is the top of the order, Quan.
Was going to throw that ball to third place to Clemens and get Clement. But I think he makes he does. He makes the right decision here, taking the double play.
Steelers should be fine. Just it's kind of up and over the place. It's honestly a Shakespearean level tragedy that the bullpen isn't the best I've seen it since the. Yeah. Oh, 100% Brandon. Like it's like, man, where was this bullpen a decade ago? I don't know if we could have ever lost a game. This isn't a football stream. Sorry, Ethan. They're going to win 100 games. I'm not really sure. What team is the Colts minor league affiliate? Who are the Colts a minor league affiliate of? Like what baseball team is? Maybe Kirk. Maybe. The big issue for Al... What's up, Jared? The biggest issue for Al Avila right now, I think, and the way he's going to be assessed after the season, there have been a number of pitching issues. Like, there have been numbers of injuries, not pitching issues. Number of injuries that kind of complicate kind of like assessing where the team is after a season like this. But you can kind of also look at, like, is he to blame for the failure of the development of the team, the lack of hitting? Is that kind of on the coaching staff and the minor league system of the failure to develop? It's, you know, he's not the greatest at offensive drafting in the first place. There's lots of things to consider. If they do fire him, which it kind of looks like they might be leaning that way, I hope they go after Theo Epstein. I think he'd be a good finishing piece on this. But I also do think that Al Avila gets a lot of unfair criticism. Well, not unfair. I think that he doesn't get any credit for the good things he's done. Like, the pitching staff he has put together is pretty goddamn solid. Down to the point where, like, We've had 4 or 5 different like minor league pitchers debut this year, and they've all been pretty serviceable. I hope we're getting a new hitting coach. 2-2 count here. Ah, fuck. That'll tie the game at 1 or at 2. On the one hand, no way he can predict that you're going to have 5 guys under the Mendoza line for more than half the season. Yeah, and like... Yeah, I don't care about old trades. He should have been fired when those didn't work out. Okay. All right. Riley Greene, Spencer Torkelson. All right. Okay, maybe not Spencer. Riley Greene, the entire pitching staff, the bullpen. I mean, do I have to go on?
Well, you know he's tough to strike out. I think that ball just caught a little bit too much of the plate. You know, it was down the middle a little bit more. If that ball's out over the outside part of the plate, that could
like the entire pitching staff. All right, there we go. I just countered that. And it's not really his fault. It's more on the coaching, the fact that all our veterans sucks. No, not really, Ethan. Does it? Or are you putting way too much of the bad on Alavila and not enough of the bad on AJ Hinch and the coaching staff and the minor league developing system? I don't know. Also, I wouldn't include the Justin Verlander trade as part of that. That's really just, what's the word I'm looking for? You're using hindsight to evaluate a trade that was actually good at the time. And if you don't believe me, Franklin Perez was literally, I think, the top pitching prospect in baseball when we got him, and then he got hurt. Was Al supposed to predict the kid would get hurt and never pitch again? Fucking hindsight thinking pieces of shit. I hate people who use hindsight to like be like, it was a bad trade. It was a bad trade because I know in 2022 Franklin Perez never pitched. So it was a bad trade. No, it wasn't. Not at the time. Jake Rogers would literally be our starting catcher right now if he wasn't hurt. So I really don't understand this. And Daz Cameron, yeah, he sucks. Whatever. Franklin Perez literally got hurt. That was not a... We got literally one of the #1 pitching prospects for Justin Verlander. How is that a bad trade? It's not fucking Alavila's fault the guy got hurt. He's not supposed to be... He's not a fortune teller. He doesn't, like, see into the future and, like, know, oh, he's going to fucking get hurt and not recover from it. If anything, then the Astros lied to us and gave us damaged goods, and that's literally not Al's fault. The Astros should be fucking fined for doing that, and that fucking, like, they should be in trouble for if they gave us damaged goods. You're not allowed to do that. Like, I'm just, like, you know what I mean? Like, if they, like, hid some scouting report on us, then yeah, that's not Al's fault. You're mad at the Astros, not Al Avila. I just really hate when people use hindsight to evaluate a trade. That was, at the time, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it turned out to not be a good trade. But, like, how is Al Avila responsible for Robbie Grossman not hitting good anymore? Baez not being able to hit? Schoop having a bad year? Someone tell me. How is that Al's fault? What can he do as a GM to make them hit better? Cut them? I believe that's AJ Hinch's job. I don't know, maybe Jacob, I don't know. Just like serious question, like what the fuck is he supposed to do? And by the way, every single Tigers fan was praising the Barnhart move, was praising the signing of Baez, so I'm not gonna let a lot of you guys just go back on hindsight mode and be like, I was actually against it. Whatever. I hate some of the way these people act with Al Avila. I don't know. Again, who's to blame more for the lack of production from Baez? Is that the GM's fault? Tell me how the general fucking manager is responsible for the 208 average of Javier Baez. Yeah, we tried to we gave Correa a 10-year like $380 million contract, and he said no thanks. I don't want that many years. Everyone acts like we just didn't try with him. It's like, no, he wanted 1 year at like 50 mil, whatever the Twins paid him. Like we tried to get Correa first. We gave him the best offer he got from everybody else. We offered the most money, the most years. But guess what? He went, I don't want 10 years. And we went, all right, well, I guess we're not going to sign him. And then we moved on.
I will be there. I'm working that day.
Torkelson lines one left center field. That's down, and he's aboard to kickstart.
We got Baez to add power to the lineup, not to walk.
Now it's time for Chevrolet's strongest player.
And we added him for his glove and the fact that he can hit home runs. If he was hitting home runs and hitting 210, no one would say anything about it. But he's not hitting home runs, and that's a big problem. And like we can get out of it in 2 years. If you actually know about the Baez contract, it's a really good contract for the Tigers. Say like someone in the minors pops out and is ready to go, we can literally just get away from it. It's not that big of an issue. It was a good signing. What were we supposed to like? Dude's acting like he wasn't the number 2 fucking option for every. But again, is it? Again, no one's answering my question. Who hates Alavila? What can Alavila do to make Baez hit better than 208? What could Alavila do to make Franklin Perez no longer be injured? The fuck is he supposed to? You guys think the GM controls way more of this game than he does. The GM like does trades and drafts motherfuckers. That's what he does. And like and signs free agents with permission of the fucking head coach. Like I'm just baffled. I'm like, well, what is Al Avila supposed to do to fix the offense? Make trades? Like just start trading dudes left and right? Oh, by the way, AJ Hinch is super involved in all that. He's like the number 1 person who makes a lot of those decisions. Oh, 100% Brandon, and that's the thing, like, the fact that he doesn't do so well with offensive drafting is a reason I would consider, and we're not really improving. But again, to me, it's so complicated with Alavila this year because I don't think the team is actually as bad as they look. I think these injuries have actually fucking warped our season. I think we're 10 wins better if we're not, how many fucking injuries have we had this year? 20? We've used 15 or 14 different starting pitchers at this point this season. If that wasn't an actual number for this team, I think we're 10 wins better than what we are right now. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the offense really has been that bad. But I don't know. Maybe a team that also had a starting lineup in mind, and then 3 days before the season started, all those motherfuckers, half of them got hurt, and we still haven't had a singular game in which we've had our whole starting lineup healthy. There has not been, you can't point to one calendar game for the Detroit Tigers where our projected starting lineup, like 2 days before the season, like, I don't know, a week before the season started, is there. It's just fucking gone. Like, we've not yet once had the actual lineup yet. And I'm like, God, like, it's like injury. It's so hard this year to actually judge this team. Yeah, I know, Brandon, we have so many good starting young pitchers. It's insane. Scott Coolbaugh is responsible for Baez performing badly offensively. Nah, I really wouldn't say it's not all the hitting coach. I would say it's a lot on Baez. I don't know what he's doing. Coolbaugh can only be blamed so far for Baez's struggles. Baez is like in a fucking weird headspace or something. Because like everybody but Baez is actually improving like dramatically right now. Like on a game-to-game, if you look at it from like a scale, like a decent time, everyone looks like their numbers are improving except Javier Baez's, and that's kind of troubling. And I'm not really sure why that is. So it's like Coolbaugh is clearly trying, or Greene just struck out. That was a bad at bat. 1 away now in the bottom of the 5th with 2 on. Like something's improving, but I'm not 100%. Here's Baez now. Hopefully he has something here. I don't even know if coaching would fix Baez. I have no idea. To be fair to Baez, I don't know if he's anyone's fault. He just seems like he's in a weird fucking,
rolling a little bit. He's starting to feel
I don't
more
know.
comfortable about spinning.
He's down on every single number offensively than normal this season.
Capitalize on this because the more comfortable he gets out there spinning that baseball, we know how good he is doing it.
Maybe it's the bigger stadium. I have no idea.
Good.
Hey, there we go. Baez gets a base hit, and that should potentially get Spencer Torkelson. As Torkelson scores, it'll be 3-2 Tigers. Runners at first and second. Torkelson beats it out. Yeah, I thought Bieber. I wonder if Shane's worried about his brother Justin and the Ramsey Hunt syndrome he developed. Hey, there we go, Javier. Shorten up the swing, take it to right field, and fucking get the RBI. That's what we want to see by Baez. I'll take that 90. I mean, he's supposed to hit home runs, but hey, we need that right now. So Tigers will take the 3-2 lead. And, you know, they still got some action here going with 1 out in the 5th. Two on, 1 out. Yeah, I know, Brandon. I think once the team gets going, and I think I agree with Brandon 100% on that. I think he's trying to be a superhero. Yeah, Sean, he's not the fastest, but he got around there pretty good. He fucking was moving there. Yeah, I think you're right, Brandon. I think Javi will come out once he realizes he doesn't have to be a goddamn superhero. Oh, Shane and Justin Bieber being brothers, you didn't know that? It's legitimate. Yeah, I'm sure, and I'm sure as July heats up and the team actually hits all their number in Torkelson too. I think a large problem with Baez is the same problem you have with Spencer Torkelson. Actually, I think those two guys are putting way the fuck too much pressure on themselves for some reason. What's up, TTV? No, I'm not either. He's literally it's so fucking close with that. It's literally right there with Torkelson. I'm talking like you could send him to AAA, right? But he's going to go down there and probably hit way too well for him to actually get any solid, what's he going to learn? That he can hit AAA pitching really good now and hit fucking bombs down there? Yeah, awesome. He doesn't need that. He's like this close at this level to being a consistent 250, 260 guy. And the contact is really good. He fucking swings right. He doesn't swing at bad pitches. He occasionally has a rookie swing. It's coming along. If it's coming. Yeah, it's just he needs to get his timing, and again, his average is probably never going to be that high. Like I've tried to say before the season started. What's up, Neil? 2 on, 2 out for Miggy though. Runners at second and third. That'll be down low for ball 1. Torque was never going to be like a 300 hitter. He was always going to be 260, 270 type, but it'll be 30 to 50 homers kind of range for him. It'll be somewhere in that fucking major power range. An average is never going to be, if he hits 100 points higher, I'd shit my pants. I'd literally be wow, he would be an MVP for years and years and years to come if he can hit 300 for his career. Defensively, he's a Gold Glove, he's Gold Glove caliber. Yeah, I mean, my most optimistic was he eventually gets to 260 over the next couple seasons and probably 275 on good years and hits 30 fucking plus homers once he gets going. He's a major power guy, but yeah, like you just said, the average will never be that great. Miggy gets a base hit. That could get 2 runs in. There's 1, and here comes the second run. He is out of the ball gets by. He's safe. Miggy with a 2 RBI single, and he gets down to second base as the ball gets by the catcher. It is 5-2 Detroit, and Miggy stands proud at second base. TTV, check the pinned comment. Maybe Ethan. Oh, do you mean Tony Gwynn? Or Tony Cabrera, or Miguel Gwynn. I don't know. I like his change to his game. I like the fact that he went, I can't hit for power anymore. I'll just become fucking Tony Gwynn at 39 years old. Oh yeah, by the way, your shift, I'll beat it every motherfucking time. Dude, if Miggy can finish this season at 300 and next year at 300, he literally might actually wind up being the second or third ever unanimous player put in the Hall. I mean, he's already clearly a first ballot. They're not even going to dispute that. But the question with Miggy is there going to be enough there to, you know, does anybody vote no? And if this dude can really fucking finish with 200-300 seasons in a row, he literally, dude, like it's unreal what he's doing at this age right now. Yeah, hopefully Schoop gets a big hit. Yeah. Neil, it's we need Miggy, and people were bitching about him not having power numbers. It's like, guys, we need him in the line. Oh, Schoop just got fucking robbed, dude. Poor Schoop, dude. Schoop is smoking every single baseball that's hit at him. If that was hit a foot higher, that's a fucking that's a RBI double. Schoop take, you know, good play by Jose there. What's up, T? How you doing, though, boss? Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden Miggy just became Tony Gwynn late in his career, but it's fucking awesome. Like I said, I think somebody said they seen an interview where he said he's playing small man ball now. Miggy loves DJ. He could do this for another 20 years and just get bigger. Oh, DH? Yeah, I know. He's going to at least play next season, then his contract's up. Have a good day, Ethan. Have a good day at work, man. Yeah, it was a great inning, Kevin. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Tigers take a 5-2 lead. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Tigers have a 5-2 lead. We'll probably see Pineda pitch the 6th. Yeah, TD, it's nice to see us actually score some runs and have some hits. Yeah, Brandon. And plus his back and knees are... Oh, Langa's in to pitch the 6th. Oh, here comes the bullpen. Langa's in to pitch the 6th. Are the Tigers... No, they're not a playoff team. We might be 500, though. Just depends on the health of the team. Cool Ball woke up. Yeah, I don't know why we're playing the Guardians so much better than this. Or than lately. I don't know. Maybe just the rust war. You know what I think happened? We had 3 days off in a week. And then we were completely rusty against the Royals. Because, like, we were actually hitting really well. During the Boston series, we actually hit fairly well. If you remember those games, it was like 5-4 and shit. We hit well against Arizona. We hit pretty good against the Giants. Like, those weren't bad games. And then we had, like, a day off, and then we were fucking awful the entire series against the Royals. Like, we just looked like, ugh. And then now we're playing consistent games again, and all of a sudden our offense looks kind of more like it was looking toward the end of that road trip, and in that road trip we're, you know, actually doing things. I think all those days off really messed us up for a second, though. I hope they win this ball game. We only have to go 17-3 to be. Yeah, and Brandon, I think we're actually on the way to 500. That's always been my goal this season. Anywhere from 500 to 90 wins. I'm like, I don't care about the playoffs. Playoffs were a fucking, you know, for the over optimistic fan. You know, the people who thought like, oh, we won 77. This year is 107 in the playoffs. It's like, nah, we'd have to have some extreme luck and everything go our way. And let me tell you, nothing's gone our way this season. That was my prediction before. I was like, we could be a playoff team if everything goes right. We don't get any injuries. Everyone keeps the development along the right path. The veterans stay true to course like they did last year. None of that happened. All 3 of those things went the other way. All our veterans regressed. The development, other than Willie Castro, hasn't been the greatest. And everybody got hurt. It's just like, well, this is a fucking weird season for us. Yeah, we just couldn't. Yeah, we hit well in Boston, but Boston was fucking. They're luckier than us. Yeah, no, Badu needed to go to AAA. I'm so glad he's starting to hit the ball well too, because I think he could still be a really good player at the major league level, but he needs he just needs to go spend some time actually learning how to see pitches and learning how to deal with high pitch, because the high pitch has been a nightmare for that kid. Like, he can't even hit right-handers throwing him high pitches. If I was pitching against him, I'd be like, I guess I'll just throw high and away. He won't ever hit it. And that's, I think, what people was doing to him. And it's like, all right, got to fix that. One away, Lang gets Ramirez to pop up. Here's the scariest hitter in the lineup to us. Yeah, just throw high pitches past him. He can't hit it. But now he's starting to hit the high ball. He's hitting lefties. It's, you know, I really do hope Badu comes along. And it looks like he's finally starting to kind of figure it out down there in AAA. Link has the best pitching stuff and is our 6th inning guy. Kind of crazy. He is legit nastier than Fulmer. Yeah, his shit is disgusting. If I'm Soto, I'm a little nervous about Lang, but not too much because, again, as long as Soto's control is solid, he's a nightmare to deal with in the ninth. You know what we haven't been able to talk about is Big Joe Jimenez getting a save against the Guardians. How hilarious was that? Dude, all I'm thinking is, like, if we would have had this bullpen in 2010, we would have won every single World Series. Think about this. If we would have had this exact bullpen, 2010 we wouldn't have lost anything. 2011 we would have won. 2012 we wouldn't have fucking lost to the Giants. Actually, we still might have lost that one. We didn't hit for shit. 2014, 2013. We almost lost all of those years because of bad bullpen. I'm pretty sure that's a 5 straight World Series team with this bullpen. I'm not even being facetious. I don't see how we would have lost. Well, we get up 6-0 in the 7th inning, and then we lose 7-6 in games. It's fucking bullshit. And they get the strikeout, throw it down to first to complete the play, 2 away. You can't tell me I'm wrong. We'd have guys go 7 innings, and they'd lose after a shutout start. Like, how the fuck did we lose? We hit 4 home runs. But the only problem with old Tigers teams is, like, boy, if we didn't hit home runs, that offense looked like horse shit. Yeah, for historical reference, yeah, we wouldn't have lost games. We would have just been disturbing with this bullpen. Swing and miss Lang is off the charts. Yeah, dude, he's a different kind of animal, Lang. He's a quite the good young player. What a good steal for there. What a good pick. Like I said, dude, Alavila, for as much as people say, like, he doesn't get any credit for how good of like he's done with finding pitchers. Anyway, I had to look at something. It felt like something was on my teeth. Playoffs? Maybe not. I don't know about next year. Benoit gave off walk-up home run in the playoffs against Big Papi. Yeah, it's terrible, dude. I'm thinking of going to the Browns-Panthers game. That'd be pretty cool. What's up, Dre? Hell yeah, man. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, Lang is probably going to be our all-star. Apparently, he's the guy the Tigers all want to be the all-star. The team does. So, very, very likely it'll be Lang this year. He's the guy that the Tigers reps all want to be like, yeah, choose Lang.
Poured it in at 97. It's 1-1. Skipped in there, and another good pick by Barnhart.
2-1. It's not Avila's fault that Mize, Manning, Turnbull, everyone just got hurt. It's literally not.
And Barnhart actually been really good behind the plate, blocking balls, keeping that ball in front.
The Steelers is playing at the same time as the Browns Panthers. Baker just went to the Panthers. I had them going to that team. Oh yeah, good job, T. Steelers playing at the same time as the Browns Panthers. Oh, that's cool. 2-2.
Baseball players are like that a lot. I mean,
yeah, I've often thought the Tigers need to get a new strength and conditioning coach. Cause is it that big old fat guy? Like he seems like a good guy, right? Like that dude, whoever the fuck that guy is that deals with the injuries. But he also seems incredibly incompetent. Yeah, Brandon, that makes it. I don't know. At least the Panthers seem like I don't know. Watch the Lions be good, and I'd be like, I guess I'm cursed. Yeah, I'm not a big Matthew Boyd fan. Everyone's like, oh, it was so awesome. He was a rep at the lockout. I don't give a fuck. I would have gone. And Lane gets a strikeout 10. The 6 will head to the bottom half of the inning, so it's bottom of the 6th coming up. Willie Castro, Cody Clemens, and Spencer Torkelson. Castro, Clemens, Torkelson. Tigers lead 5-2, bottom 6. Oh, Boyd, yeah, he was off to the best start ever, and then he just kind of got hurt, and then now he's, I don't know what happened to him. Yep, Christopher, it's not even an ironic. It's what happened. He was over pitching, and to me that kind of just proves, every manager though will tell every pitcher after the game, like, why'd you pull me? I had a no-hitter going. And then they'll pull up Spencer Turnbull's no-hitter and be like, is it worth it? Do you want to blow your fucking elbow out? And they'll go, God damn it. Like, dude, that's the greatest argument against people throwing complete game no-hitters, because you could just be like, dude, if you're at 120 pitches, you need to stop throwing the fucking baseball. No, coach, I need it. No, you need to go sit your stupid ass down on the bench. Your UCL is about to snap. No, I need the no-hitter. Spencer Turnbull's lucky he's like a fucking brick shithouse and will recover pretty well from it and probably actually be a better pitcher afterward like everyone else. But, boy, his arm was destroyed. His UCL injury was worse than, I believe, Casey Mize's and Jake Rogers. His was bad. I believe it was completely snapped. Like, they had to do, like, the transplant part of it and, rebuild it. And his was way worse than whatever the hell. Casey Mize's was, like, adding elasticity back, whereas, like, I believe Spencer Turnbull's was a complete reconstruction. He fucking destroyed his arm. Oh, 100%. He was trying to throw 100 miles an hour at like 137 pitches and like over gripping the ball and shit and like, I mean, I get it. Like but it's also like, man, we really let that dude just fucking destroy his arm to get that. AJ Hinch was probably just afraid he was going to get beat up if he took him out the game. He's like, I couldn't take him out. Why? He pulled me to the side and put his arm around me so no one could hear him say anything. And he said, Hinch, I will beat the fuck out of you if you take me out of this game. I will go to fucking jail. So I had to leave him in. I had no choice. He's twice the size of me. Have you seen that fucking dude? I just hope this will make Mize's arm more durable. I think it will make it. Plus, I hope Pedro Martinez decides to like reach out to this fucking kid, and like Casey decides to like watch that Pedro Martinez clip and work on his form. It's shocking. It's like, dude, Casey, has no one ever told you have a terrible pitching form? So maybe he'll come back a whole different guy. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, Christopher. It was just one of them things that happened with Turnbull. He just had a good day. Yeah, he was threatening Hinch, and it is what it is. And Hinch was scared and shit, and he's never dealt with like a big scary ass ginger from Michigan before, and like he's like, I'm not used to this. I'm very uncomfortable. This guy kind of looks like Carson Wentz and some kind of murderer. Well, I think they're just giving Haas a day off. Haas will probably play tomorrow. 1-2 count to Willie Castro, and he gets a hold of one to left field and flies out to the base of the warning track, one away. Bieber up at about 79, 80 pitches. Clemens due up now. He's at 79. I just couldn't see clearly on the screen. I'll be right back. I need to stretch my legs out a little bit. Oh.
Around the game expected or picked the White Sox to win this division.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Twins have been a big surprise.
Legs are super sore. I'm sitting down for so long.
I think this Cleveland team, even though they're
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to grab a little extra soda here.
Cleveland comes into play today, just 2.5 back wild card. Chicago is 4.5 back.
Well, in their roster turnover, they're the youngest team in the majors.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Right? Yes, if you're still playing good baseball.
Here's the divisional standings. Inside to Cody Clemens, 2-1. RBI single, a stolen base, and a run scored for Clemens in the second. And bounce back to Shane Bieber, his last time up. Good take, it's 3-1. Fouled away. You want to have a good conversation with Cody Clemens? Start talking hunting.
Yeah.
Because he goes back to Texas and he hunts it.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Whew. All right. Almost back. I actually have to use the bathroom really fast too. Hold on. Full count to Cody Clemens. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. I'll read all the chats in a sec. That'll be ball 4. 1 on, and here's Torkelson.
Just never really been a big fan. Okay. I love going. I love fishing.
Well, there you go. That's good too. Yeah.
But never hunt. Always. I think I'm gonna try it though, Shep. I think I'm gonna try getting out there.
It's very peaceful. It's very relaxing. The thing I like about fishing over hunting is fishing. You're out there talking. You know, you and I can cast a line and talk. We're not scaring the fish necessarily. But it's tough for you and I to do that in a tree stand when you're waiting for deer to romp through. Here's Spencer Torkelson. Swung on and missed. That's the cutter. He's gotten a heavy dose of those from Shane Bieber today.
All right, I'm back now. Good and refreshed for the rest of the game. Ooh, I shut the door kind of hard there. Didn't mean to do that. All right, I'm back now. Sorry about that.
Bieber really has taken advantage of him by.
Yeah, it was a good swing by Willie, 100%. I think the Tigers will have better record than Cleveland. They might. I don't know. Tigers could very well get to 500 if they can play like this the rest of the way through. They'll probably win a few games, actually. Like they could easily get to the 85-90 wins I predicted. Playoffs, Minnesota might be too good. I think that's our biggest problem is how good the Twins are playing this year. But again, I don't know if it comes down to it. We can actually, I think we played them pretty well this year, so. Of course, when we played the Twins earlier this year, I think like half their team was injured. So I don't know if we really got a fair look at what Minnesota had to offer. I mean, winning today would be what, a 4-game streak. And if you consider the last 5, that would put us at what? We won the first one against Kansas City, or the second one. So in our last 5, that'd make us 4 out of 5. Right?
Torkelson, another one of those sliders, cutters away, given the fact he hasn't been able to stay close.
I don't know how the Kansas. It might have win loss or loss win loss. Yeah, I mean that would have been nice to win that one because that could. I mean we could be on like a 5-game winning streak right now, but 4 out of our last 5 is just as good with a 3-game streak. I like that. 0-2 count here for Spencer Torkelson. Hopefully he can get something. They're pretty focused on Cody Clemens. And another bad at-bat by Torque. Jesus Christ. Just as bad as the one before. So he's gone good at-bat, bad at-bat, good at-bat. Or bad at-bat, good at-bat, or bad, good, bad. Hey. I mean, he's got a hit and he scored a run, and it's just the 2 strikeouts today have been really bad at bats.
Barnhart seeing the ball well today off Bieber.
All right, well, at least he's got a hit today. 1 for 3 isn't too bad, but those are 2 ugly at bats. If only, no, I'm just kidding. Like, if only Riley Green's abusive-looking dad was Spencer Torkelson's dad, or at least yelled at Spencer Torkelson the same way. Just called him up and said, "Hey, quit swinging at the shit." The fuck was that? Anyway, 1-0 to Barnhart. Here comes the barn bomb. Yeah, I think they realize that now that he can probably hit fastballs pretty consistently. They're like, all right, now time to throw him the curve. And it's like, oh, shit, I just figured out how to hit the fastball.
Warner's got himself in a good 2-0 count here.
Barn bomb coming. 2-0 count for Barnhart.
In these situations, he really likes that ball down and away from him. See if he zero in on that.
And ball 3. That was a strike yesterday to every time. That was a strikeout pitch like 3 times yesterday against us. That exact location, that exact spot, every fucking time it would hit there, it was a strike somehow yesterday. It was crazy. I'm like, I don't even know why is he calling that so consistently right there? Is that like a secret strike spot? Problem is, AAA, you don't see a ton of good breaking ball pitchers, so he has to learn up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's such a disparity between AAA and Major League pitching. He might as well just deal with it. Uh-oh. Kind of sounds like the Tigers might be trying to void the contract pretty soon of Eduardo Rodriguez because they asked him about it. I think they're pulling Bieber. All right, we chased Bieber. Our best ever start against this piece of shit. Yay! Justin's better. Hashtag Justin's the better Bieber. Hashtag. Yeah, Baez. You know, he's a good young player. Hopefully, he starts to develop along. You know, that's all I'm gonna say about young Baez. Everyone thinks they're getting it confused with Javier Baez. This is Javi Baez, his little brother. So this is a rookie, not a World Series champion and a. Yeah, Justin is better at baseball too. He Justin Bieber can actually pitch 100 miles an hour, left-handed. And back in his day when he played, he would pitch like 130 pitches a start and not even be tired. It was incredible shit. But he took singing up so he could support his family at a young age, whereas selfish older brother Shane didn't. Yeah, he got Ramsey Hunt syndrome because fucking, that sucks. You know how rare that fucking shit is? But again, anybody who's had chicken pox can get that shit, by the way. So be careful. Oh, the earrings and stuff when he was pitching? Yeah. Yeah, he got Ramsey Hunt syndrome. I think it's from having shingles. So, like, if you've had chicken pox, you can get the shingles virus. And that also leads to that thing developing potentially. I'm built different. I never got chicken pox, so I can't get shingles. So, I can't get all your diseases. But, only reason I didn't get chicken pox is because, like, right when I was getting my vaccines when I was a baby, the chickenpox vaccine was like brand new, so I got an experimental chickenpox vaccine, and I am only a little retarded from it, but I can't get shingles. You know, I kind of piss. I have 2 dick holes now, but I'm fine. Everybody has 2 dick holes. I can't be a pitcher because my arm would fall off. I liked pitching. You can pitch 90 miles an hour. Nice. I can't pitch that hard at all. I could pitch in the low 70s. It's probably why I didn't end up having a career pitching. But man, when my pitch is nasty, let me tell you. I threw some fucking moving ass balls, but they were slow as shit. But I pitched to contact. I don't give a shit. I was trying to be like Maddox. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad I didn't. I'm glad I don't have to deal with fucking shingles. Yeah, that's true, Sean. Especially if you wipe too hard and you cause a little scrape on the rectum, and then you gotta shit a little bit, and then the shit gets in the little scrape part because you use bad toilet paper and you wipe too hard. That's a brutal life. Yeah, Braden, they are. They're joining the Big Ten. I think Stanford and another school are probably going to join the Big Ten as well.
Shane Bieber, his first ever at bat against one of
I think Spencer Torkelson will be a better player than Riley Greene. Greene will be better, I think. By the way, you only do that one time and you'll buy expensive toilet paper for the rest of your life. You think, no, I'll just buy the $1 toilet paper. And then you do that one time and you're like, I'm going to go buy the $10 toilet paper for 4 rolls. I'm not even going to fuck around with that. I'm telling you, just once. It's literally one time, like, once you'll do it. And then you'll be like, oh, that was a terrible decision. Some of you are already older and go, yeah, I made that mistake too when I was younger and ripped my asshole open with toilet paper and it was awful. And then I had to sit there and take a shower and fucking be really pissed off, and then I had to go buy new toilet paper. I wasted a whole $1 just to not spend $9 extra on really nice toilet paper. Trust me, you do it once and you'll be like, I'll just buy Charmin. It's nice. I get bougie on the toilet paper. I'm not about to do that. I mean, you can even buy like Great Brand or Target Value, and they got like, the Target Value brand or the Walmart Value brand. I don't know what Target's is called anymore. Like whatever. Like fucking, I don't remember. Anyway, whatever the Target brand is, those are soft. You can get really soft versions of those. They're just a little pricey for whatever. There are some people who think Spencer Torkelson would be a better player than Riley Greene. Greene will be a better overall player, and Torkelson will hit for more power. But see, I could also see Torkelson winning a Gold Glove before Greene does. If Torkelson's average and hitting can improve a bit, he'll probably win a Gold Glove really quick at first base. He's like an exceptionally good first baseman already. Some of the picks this kid makes for not having been a first baseman until basically this year it's insane to me. His defensive development is quite something to watch. Like, you got to remember, this is like his first actual year playing first base at any kind of consistent time. Yeah, Greene's a better pure hitter. Torque hit for way more power though. God damn it. Good play by Rosario to rob Riley Greene of a base hit, and we'll head to the top of the 7th. It's 5-2 Tigers. I would imagine who's going to come in? Foley, maybe? I don't really know. Anyway, it'll be Clement, Leone, and Straw. Clement, Leone, and Straw. Top of the 7th coming up. 5-2, Tigers lead. Fulmer's coming in. That makes sense. Who are they going to use in the 8th then? Jimenez? Yeah, I think so too. I think they're going to wind up moving the fence in though. I keep hearing rumors that it's a consideration. I might be wrong. I might be making that up in my own headcanon. But I have heard through several grapevines. Yeah, GG's Jacob from last night. Foley's coming in. It might be Foley. I thought I seen Foley's big ass coming in the 7th. He was warming up with Fulmer, but it might be Foley coming in the 8th. Maybe Joe Jimenez. Yeah, that was a tough game for you guys last night. We were all over it. Fulmer's coming in. You're right. Good call, Breeze. Short and center. Yeah, center could even be 410. 405 is perfect, though. Like, even if you go 410 and just bring it in like 10, 15 feet, everything would improve. People could stop finally fucking bitching. You know how nice it would be to stop hearing people bitch about the size of that ballpark? Anyway, Fulmer will pitch the top of the 7th against Clement, Leone, and Strauss, so that's 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, it does hurt us in free agency, 100%. Do we play you guys before the All-Star break? Let me go look.
Fun series for Detroit. They still have to finish it off, but the approach that you talked about earlier, and a solid defense,
yeah, we do. We play 4 games before the All-Star break. We play the White Sox, 4 against Kansas City. Well, we basically play 4 against you guys, 4 against the White Sox, 4 against the Royals, and then 4 against you guys again. And then we're at the All-Star break. Then we play the Twins twice for some reason.
Michael Fulmer's on in a wall side windows pitching change.
So, yeah, we play each other in about 8 games after today. So we'll see you guys in a week, motherfuckers. Roughly a week. Even if some, like the Gaps, Cabrera kind of has a bad rap around the league because of yeah, the dead center is really just it has like a really nasty rap. What is Fulmer doing? Hell yeah, ball 3. All right, let's walk the leadoff guy. Good start to the inning, Mike. Big Mike, or is he Little Mike Fulmer? Because we already have Big Mike Pineda. So would he be Little Mike Fulmer? 3-1 here now on Ernie Clement. I think that's his name. Why do I think it's Ernie? It is Ernie. Maybe should have just let Lang pitch 2 innings and then bring Fulmer in. Oh boy, ball 4. Uh-oh. Pull him. Bring in Soto. Let him pitch 9 innings or 9 outs. Time to bring in the damage control. Like old Lolmer. Oh, it hurts my stomach watching this loser pitch. No, I'm just kidding. That's how people act with Soto, though. It's hilarious. I just do the Soto reaction every time one of the other relievers does something bad. I'm like, ugh. A walk. Ugh, we're blowing the game. Get him out of here.
A first pitch strike from Fulmer. That's the slider that Simo was referring to.
It's like, well, normally he does pretty good. Maybe calm down. Yeah, maybe you guys follow that advice about Greg Soto. Fucking until he blows it, then be mad at him. Don't be mad at him for something he didn't even do yet. I think that's actually my biggest problem with reliever criticism. It's like, well, why? Wait till they actually blow it before you fucking yell at the poor guy. Yeah, every team has to send at least 1 player. They'll probably send Alex Lang to the All-Star game. I think the Tigers as a team would like them to select Alex Lang. He's the lead choice in the clubhouse per the Tigers All-Star people. So I'm sure that most teams will take him. Or who is it going to be this year? Dusty Baker again? Who the fuck lost the World? Was it the Astros that lost the World Series, or someone else? Who the Braves beat? Whoever the Braves beat Dusty. So he'll probably take Lang as a reliever. Maybe. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna pick. If it's Dusty, he'll probably go with Lang. He could go Soto though. Anyway, that'll be a strikeout. Down goes Leone. I mean, it'll probably come down to Soto or Lang, more than likely, and maybe Fulmer. Those are the 3 you'd probably choose from. Soto's a pure closer, so you'd have that option, but Lang is also particularly filthy, so. And oftentimes, if you have to if the manager has to pick a guy, they'll kind of ask the team who they'd like to sack, like who they'd pick. They'll be like, hey, do you guys have like a player you'd like to send? And then the team will be like, yeah, this guy. And then the team will be like, all right, we'll take him. So I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Alex Lang based on that. We were right with the Soto last year being the selection. So I guess we're gonna say Lang is our official choice, who we think is gonna get the nod. Miggy is the dark horse because I doubt they'll pick him because he can't hit home runs and he's a DH. But he's not like completely out of the water for one last All-Star game. Dusty's kind of a sentimental weirdo about it. Lang has the best 2-seam. Oh yeah, his movement's crazy. That thing moves like a slider. 0-2 with 1 out, runner at first. I like Lang, maybe Fulmer. No, they'll probably go Lang. Lang or Soto most likely. Fulmer is the third least likely pitcher, so I'd put Miggy as more likely than him. 1-2. Nothing against Fulmer. I just, Lang's more electric, and Soto is a lefty who throws 100. That's better for the All-Star game. Fulmer's just kind of boring. Great at what he does, but fucking boring. Lang has all the like exciting pitches and shit.
In the air, right center. Willie Castro came in and goes back to away.
Oh no, I have no problem with Fulmer. I only do that because I actually like Michael Fulmer. I just do this because people are unfairly hard on Soto for no reason. And like they don't do the same level of scrutiny on anybody else but Soto. Like they'll literally say shit like, "Oh well, it's just one bad outing for the guy." But where's that fucking understanding with Greg Soto? He doesn't get it. He has dreadlocks, and it's like, ugh, it's weird. It's weird that that's the reason you want to be mean to him. No, I only apply the same way people treat Greg Soto to the other relievers that do not get the level of scrutiny that Soto does. Maybe it's because Soto's the closer and closers always get it worse. I think that's just maybe the nature of being a closer. I don't know. I think Miggy should go. Personally, no offense to the other guys, because it deserves to go as well. Unfortunately, the Tigers are not competitive, so they're only going to get one. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Plus, the fans just aren't voting for Miggy in the way that they're supposed to be. So... No, the Tigers, to be fair, are doing a terrible motherfucking job of, like, telling people to vote. I don't think I've seen one, like tweet from them saying, "Hey, go vote Miggy. Let's try and get Miggy in for his final All-Star game. Let's get Miggy in." They haven't done shit like that. I don't even think they've tweeted once about the All-Star game. They're like, "Yeah, we know ain't anyone on this fucking team going." Here's the 1-2 in the top of the 7th with the runner at first, 2 away, and no, that was a nasty pitch, but it's ball 2. Miggy is box office, yeah. I like watching Fulmer pitch when he doesn't walk the leadoff hitter. Yeah, I mean, yeah, other than, just being a little silly about the walk. He's fun.
On a line to right and a base hit for Stephen Kwan.
Let's see.
Here comes Ahmed Rosario. The tying run at the plate, and that forces a conversation with Chris Fetter, coach for Detroit.
Yeah, I think this is a good visit here by Fetter.
Max got the trade completely right back on April 28th.
A lot of sliders. He is located and well, but you still want to show the hitter something different. You want to show him a 2-seam fastball.
Well, they've been saying all along, since like the middle of April, that Baker was gonna wind up a Panther. Hold on, let me go back down. Go back one.
Andrew Chafin warming up Simo. That was the opposite recipe the other day in Game 1 on Monday. It was Chafin, then Fulmer. Today it's Fulmer, then it appears to be Chafin.
That's what I meant to do.
Some of that has to do with the matchups, right? How A.J. Hinch views Fulmer's stuff against certain...
Anyway, all right, back to watching the game. Oh, no, 2 on, 2 out. What the hell happened? Ball 1. Or strike 1. Fulmer was like Lynn or Hendricks. Yeah, I mean, he's a very boring pitcher, which is fine, but I like kind of high energy guys too. What's up, Bat Boy? Do you think we should trade anybody? No, I'm fine with no trades. Fulmer was fun to watch last year when he was pumping 99. Yeah, it was a lot more fun. Damn it. All right, 2 on, 2 out. Here's Rosario. Probably want to get out of this inning before any of the killers come up. Face them with empty bases. Here's the 1-1 and 1-2 good pitch. We maybe should trade Grossman and maybe Jonathan Schoop, but maybe not. I don't know about him yet. And potentially the guy who's pitching right now, but I don't really want to trade anyone in the bullpen. But with Michael Fulmer, I don't know if he's going to re-sign with us. If he's not the full-time closer, I don't know if he wants to. But Fulmer, yeah, I mean, I'd rather not trade any bullpen arms. I'd rather keep them and be selfish and keep them, for us. But I don't think Fulmer is going to re-sign with us, so we might as well trade him. I don't think his wife wants to live in Michigan and shit. He probably wants to go somewhere else and be an actual closer. He did convert from being a starter to become a closer, and then Detroit went, yeah, now we're going to go with the lefty who throws 100 miles an hour. Sorry, buddy. So, but I don't really want to trade anyone, and I don't really like other than Schoop and Grossman and maybe Michael Fulmer. I don't really want to trade anyone, and I really don't want to trade any bullpen people. I think it might be a bad idea to do that. Should be a fair ball. Should be an out. Oh, they called it foul. Damn it. That wasn't a foul ball, was it? Yeah. Anyway, the counter remained 2-2 then on a foul ball. Kind of a discretion call on that one. Hard to call. Hard to argue otherwise. Damn, we're up at 7. Damn, we've gained a lot of subscribers this year. Hey, we're up at 38 likes. I appreciate that, everyone. That's really cool. Looks like we'll hit 40 likes, which is pretty sweet. See how far we can go on those. Maybe we can even hit 50. I don't know. Anyway, Rosario Flair kind of lifts it into center field, and that's it. All right, bottom of the 7th, 5-2 Tigers lead. Let's see if they can add to their lead. It'll be Baez, Grossman, and Cabrera. 2, 3, and 4 for the Tigers due up. Baez, Grossman, and Cabrera. Alex Lang. Yeah, we're up 5-2, looking like we could sweep the series. I think this would push the Guardians to 500 too if they lost this game. Let me check something. Yeah, they'd be 500 if they weren't able to come back and take this from us. Damn, we're 1 like from 40. I appreciate that, guys. You guys are a great amount of likes. I appreciate that. Very cool, very kind. Yep, bottom 7, Tigers up 5-2, 2, 3, 4. Looks like Karinchak is coming into pitch. Karinchak. I have trouble saying his name. Karinchak, however you say it. Baez, Grossman, and Cabrera will bat against the new pitcher. Bottom 7, 3-run lead for Detroit. Let's see if they can add to it. Push it out of save range. Ideally, you don't have to use Greg Soto this evening. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, everybody. My kilobytes are getting all wonked out. Should fix itself in a matter of seconds. What the fuck's it doing? And it's in the green, and okay, it's back. Sorry about that. Should be all good. Baez dinger, that'd be nice. Any team to sweep Cleveland is the perfect team. There you go. Especially if you're like not a fan of Cleveland sports, nice to probably beat the hell out of them.
fans of all ages fired up over the last few days for what their team has been able to do. Tigers leading the Guardians right now 5-2. James Karinchak is in for Cleveland. Second appearance in the series.
Looks like we're underway now. Every time I'm watching your stream, I'm supporting. I appreciate it, Random. Tigers appreciate it too, I'm sure. You're rooting for Baez, really? Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see him fucking crush this year. They call that strike one. Oh, you're an Astros fan? Nothing wrong with being an Astros fan. See, I think I remember you being an Astros fan. You guys play what, tonight? Or this afternoon pretty soon? Who you guys playing? Let me look. Kansas City. Oh yeah, good luck. Hopefully you guys kill them motherfuckers. I hate Kansas City. So yeah, good luck. You guys should be able to kill them. Did you guys win yesterday? Yeah, you guys winning tonight would be big, because that'll help us out. Yankees couldn't hit the Astros. It's hilarious. There is nothing greater to me, Senados, than when the Yankees lose to the Astros in today's era, because all the Yankees fans and players do is cry about the Astros and the scandal back in 17. And it's like, oh, I love this so much. I love just watching them be miserable to the losses and all the crying, and it just gets great. Oh. It's the one reason why I have respect for the Astros. They just bring the most hilarious responses out of Yankees fans. It's beautiful. Yeah, it was great. Them 15 innings ruled. Royals are 29-50. Yeah, they're having a rough season, dude. Just be happy we're not them. 3-2 on Baez. Good start. Look at that bat here. Maybe we'll go on a 20-game win streak and be in first. Hey, I mean, the Cardinals did it as they got healthy last year, didn't they? What was their winning streak up to, like 21 games? Amir's going to comment, it was 24. Wait, you guys made history against the Royals? Oh, against the Yankees? Yeah, that's always the best. Hey, Baez gets a walk. There we go. We'll take a walk and a hit today. Baez is on base twice this afternoon, so not bad. Yeah, Joe Jimenez is doing good. Oh, Eloy Jimenez, yeah. I'm glad he's back from one of his life-threatening injuries again. Sure, it was a hurt toe, and he was out for, everyone, I don't know. Greinke will come back and save the team. Yeah, they can only hope. What, Greinke's got a little brother who can hit? Who can save the Royals? Brady Singer is going to start pitching good one day, Senados. Just you wait and see. He wasn't a bad pick. You know what sucks for the Royals? 100% guarantee. If we get Brady Singer in our like organization, we will have him pitching like goddamn near a Cy Young candidate. They're doing something wrong with Brady Singer. I don't know what, but Singer's actually supposed to be good. Oh shit, Robbie Grossman just smoked that ball. That'll be a double at least off the bat of Robbie Grossman. Baez is going to score easily from first. I think Grossman's in there with the triple. And Robbie Grossman has himself an RBI triple here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody out, and it's 6-2 Detroit. How is your name Shlomo if your name isn't actually Shlomo? Checkmate. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Kevin. Whitecap scored 20 runs on July 4th. I heard about that. Hell yeah, Rick. It's been a good series. It's just I don't know. It looks like we're about to open up another whoop ass on here late in this game. Guess the Tigers are after revenge in this series. I don't really know. But 6 runs, 8 hits for the Tigers tonight, so they're being quite efficient with their hits again. Miguel Cabrera is up now with the runner at third and nobody out. Much like being Dirty Rob had nothing to do with cleanliness, Rob After Dark has nothing to do with time of day. What happened by you on the 4th? That'll get a run in. It's 7-2 Detroit. Miggy with the sac fly. 7-2 Tigers lead, 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh yeah, you're by Highland. Okay, yeah, I heard about that then. I was going to say, if you're in Illinois, then yeah, I heard about all that. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that was pretty wild. That fucking dude's a whack job. You seen that kid yet? The pictures of him? Sheesh. 100% the kind of guy that you probably shouldn't have sold a gun to. Tigers playing like someone took their girlfriend. Yeah, finally. Nice to see him actually hitting. Here's Jonathan Schoop, who's been quite good, but he's 1 for 3 today, but that's quite all right. He's had a base hit really kind of robbed from him in one of his at-bats. But the Tigers have made it 7-2. They've made it a 5-run lead. 2 more runs pushes it out of save consideration for now. They deny. Well, I would hope they would deny Bond. Uh-oh. That's gone. Nope. Schoop just fucking missed a homer. And that'll be the second out of the inning as Schoop flies out to deep left field. Now up is Willie Castro, 2 away. Yeah, there's some crazy pictures. Yeah, he's crazy looking, dude. Like that fucking, Mr. Primo. Or Cremo, or Cremo, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't remember. Dude looks like a wackadoo.
Castro 0 for 3, a strikeout and a couple of flyouts to left.
Anyway, all right, let me clear out some of this stuff. 22? Jeez.
But it just seems like this has been the style of baseball that they want.
Jeez Louise. Now he could spend the rest of his life in prison. That sucks. But, I mean, that's what you get. I don't know. Sucks to be that dude, I guess. But, he's probably not going to make it too long. I think he, like, fucked, like, I don't know. Yeah. Ramirez, Reyes, and Miller. Ramirez, Reyes, and Miller. Basically, all I have to say is keep your head on a swivel if you go into public these days, folks, if you're in America. Just keep your fucking eyes open, your ears peeled. You know what I mean? Ears open, eyes peeled, fucking make sure you know where the exits are. I've limited my public appearances this summer because I figured this was going to happen after all them lockdowns and fucking isolation, and I figured this was, if you remember, we were talking about this about an hour or about a year ago when there was a bunch of shootings happening, and I said it's probably only going to get worse. So far, you know, it's been right. I have a good read on stuff like this usually. The frequency is a little bit more like, oh, that's not good. But you'll be all right, Braden. Just, you know, just be aware, you know, just more than likely you'll be fine. 90% likely you'll be fine. Well, 99% likely you'll be fine. You're more likely to get hurt from the sun or a ride being weird than, you know, to deal with that. But, you know, it sucks that that's something you got to think about. Yeah, they're just molded. They're molding baseballs. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing quite well. Ooh. Good. Glad to hear. Same here. We're up 7-2. I can't believe it. Yeah, same to you, Shlomo. I'm sure you guys will turn it around now that your team's actually getting healthy. I don't expect you guys to continue to play at like a worse level than you kind of were for the last few weeks. It's going to be interesting to play you guys next. Best of luck in the series coming up, Shlomo. My fourth was good. It was good, man. How was yours?
And he does it a couple different ways. He's got a heavy sinker, 2-seam fastball, works down in the strike zone, runs away from the right-handers. And he's got to change up.
Yeah, exactly, Brandon. Exactly. Like, you just gotta remember that 99% of the time you'll be just fine. It's fucking freaky, but like those are still extraordinarily rare. But I mean, it does suck that at the rate that it's happening. It's not good. But again, more than likely you'll be fine. You're more than likely to get hurt from a ride like twisting you too hard or the sun giving you a bad blister than to deal with anything like that. Especially if you live in like rural fucking America somewhere. Like New Derry, Idaho or some shit, you probably will never. Anyway, 2-0 count. First pitch should have been a strike. Kind of pissed off that it wasn't. 2-1.
Now 2-1.
Yeah, it's nice to be winning. Yeah, exactly though, Brandon. Very, very true statement.
An inning and a third of scoreless ball.
2-2. Yeah, I mean the Tigers are. Yeah, but like we're at the end of a lot of our injuries. But you guys were you guys had injuries like I don't know about as many, but you had like more impactful injuries. It felt like really not good ones to. Oh, that he might be safe. God damn it. Clemens throws it away. It'll get the runner Ramirez will get down to second base and not good. LOL, you mean? Cards lost 2 in a row to the Braves. Sheesh. You know, the one thing I don't like about all the shooting stuff, though, they're like, what's his political motive? If it's not politically motivated, then who cares what his political ideologies were? It's like, if he just did it because he's a weird dude, then, like... Some of them, yeah, if they say, you know, there's politics behind it, then you probably got to know all that. Otherwise, it's like, well, who gives a shit?
He faced Ramirez, Reyes, and Miller.
Dude was a fucking weirdo. Take one fucking look at his online footprint, you'd be like, oh, that's a weird guy. Then you find out that he, like, previously had threatened to, like, harm people or himself in the past, so he probably should have never been sold the thing that he used. And there's a, oh, is that fair? No, okay. Foul ball, 0-2 on Reyes. Nobody out, runner at second in the top of the 8th. Tigers lead 7-2, but, you know, here come the Guardians trying to maybe have a little comeback. I'm gonna stop talking about all that like negative stuff though. You've heard enough about that already, so I won't bore you with it. And I don't have very good statements on stuff like that. Just stay aware and whatnot. Just know you're more likely to be safe. You're more likely to get hurt from the environment than you are that situation. Just to keep you kind of like at a base level calm. The sun is more dangerous. Always. Was it anti-Semitic? Well, that's no good. That's going to be even worse for him then. Oh boy. If they can prove it was because he hates the Juden, then he's going to get them federal hate crime charges, and that's an even worse one. Eek. It's what he deserves, though. Big proponent of the death penalty myself, personally. Certain people. Like that guy. Anyway, here's Miller now with the runner at second, 1 away. I don't even think it needs to be dignified. I think you just push him off a really high cliff. And video it. And be like, well, this is what we do with these people now. And everyone just kind of goes, darn, that sucks. And he smacks off the ground really hard. And everyone goes like, damn, that sucks. All right, see you later, Breeze. Thanks for tuning in, man. I think that would start to dissuade a lot of them people. If you get caught, you're getting kicked off a really high cliff. And if you survive, we're going to roll you up the side of the cliff and kick you off it again just for shits and giggles. You shot a bunch of kids and shit. Fuck you. Pretty barbaric, but I haven't got really any use for them kind of people. Mass murderers. Fuck them. Especially the ones that, take out some kids. Like, it's like, alright, well, you kind of you probably overstay. If if you're just a mass murderer of the elderly, maybe you get a medal, an honor from the state. You're just doing your civic duty, taking out the elderly. But otherwise, it's pretty bad. We had no death penalty, but the Illinois Supreme Court is trying to do it just for criminal. Yeah, I mean, it's deserved. You can make an exception. Orioles made some history last night by winning still with two go-ahead shots by Rangers in the 7th and 9th. With Jesus. Dude, the Orioles are a weird team, Daniel. I have no idea. Like, they're the scariest team to play in baseball because they're not supposed to be here yet. Like, they're way ahead of their development schedule. Like, if this was next year, the Royals might actually have, the Orioles might have, expectations to succeed because of how many good young players they have. This is a fun year for them. It's like the Mariners last year. They could just, oh, well, if we lose, and guess what, if we win? That sucks for you. Here we come. So they kind of got that Mariners. And you know what's really annoying is the Mariners. The Mariners are acting like it's like last year for them. It's like, you guys do know you're not like a cute little team, like underdog team. You're a team that a lot of people had heavy expectations on making the playoffs over. And you're not like this cute little fun team anymore. You're just an underachieving bunch of maybe they just overperformed and they're not that good. But they're trying to be we're like last year. We're fun and quirky. Look out, we're the Mariners. It's like, no, you're a bunch of underperformers. It's not look out for the Mariners. No one would be surprised. If you guys started winning, it wouldn't be a surprise to anybody. 0 people would be surprised if the Mariners started winning games. It'd be like, well, finally, you losers. You know what I mean? Why are they still acting like they're like a surprise good team? It's like, no, you guys were supposed to be a playoff team. What are you doing? Or at least contending for the playoffs. In a serious, maybe they're one of the wild card, not fighting. I don't know. Tonight includes Meadows, Garneau, Cameron, and Baду, with Haas and Greene playing as well as they are. Is there a rush to get any of those names back on the big league roster? Gotta feel bad for Garneau. Well, unless they cut Barnhart. I don't know. Meadows, the rest of them, no. Meadows, yeah, I would say. I personally think we're going to trade Robbie Grossman, and then we'll use Austin. But, I mean, I'm sure they want to get Austin back as soon as possible. Julio Rodriguez is good. Yeah, J-Rod's really good.
Swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Tigers defense is
2 down here. Runner at second. Chafin pitch in the 8th here. He has a 1-1 count. 2 outs. With Jose Ramirez at third, or at second, I believe.
to the left side of the infield.
Yeah, it is Jose. J-Ram 11. 1-2 now. That'll be called a strike at the bottom of the zone. Wait till you see where that was. You'll agree it was a strike, Mr. Mercado. Damn, I just seen the weirdest tweet ever from XXL, the rap tweet place. What is Saucy Santana a dude or a lady? What is that thing? I don't know what they are. Cause it looks like a chick, but it's got a beard, so I'm kind of like, is this just like a feminine dude? And they're heavy, they're like kind of heavy set, so it's kind of hard to like distinguish if they're just kind of fat and like that's why they got a feminine. I don't know what the hell that thing was. Roughly around the same time. Roughly, Shlomo. So as bad as the Mariners are, all my sympathy in the AL West goes to the Angels. Just not sure how many generational talents that you have to have on one roster to be. Yeah, I feel nothing for any. I have no Mike Trout pity. He could have left. Like I don't understand Mike Trout pity when he's like he doesn't have to be there. This dude could demand a trade tomorrow and they'd have like no, like he can just stop playing and just never be there again. Plus the return they'd get, you'd almost have to trade him. It's like we have to do this. They're offering us like 15 players. Tigers need someone like Cody Bellinger. That wouldn't be bad, unless you're talking about for the Guardians. Yeah, I feel nothing for the Angels fans and Mike. Well, I kind of feel for Angels fans. That's got to be something. But like for the Angels organization and Mike Trout, it's like, well, dude, you didn't need to resign there. You knew what the fuck it was. Why do you think no one stays? It's like, why did he do that? Could have just he could have just probably took a fucking bigger contract with the Phillies and just went over there. I was always kind of surprised he didn't sign with Philadelphia, with the Phillies anyway. I figured that was just kind of the natural endpoint for a dude from Jersey who really likes the Phillies. Or liked the Phillies growing up. I don't know what his favorite team is now. Probably the Phillies.
How does he do it?
Ain't no fucking way this dude roots for the for the Angels. You're talking Tigers. Yeah, with Bellinger, I think we have that with Riley Greene now, like a Bellinger type of player. So I think we have our like Cody Bellinger-esque player. We just need Reyes, Baddoo, one of those two, and Meadows, one of those guys to like be that guy. And then maybe we have something. Plus, we also have Roberto Campos, who could be really good. What happened? Did a guy strike out? Barnhart just missed the ball. Oh, pops out to catcher Barnhart. Oh, okay, it was a pop out in foul territory. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Tigers lead 7-2 after the pop out in foul territory by Mercado. It'll be Clemens, Torkelson, and Barnhart. Clemens, Torkelson, Barnhart. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Yeah, but Tigers, you know, that'll probably be Meadows actually once he's healthy. But I don't know. I don't know what about Austin Meadows. That dude can't stay healthy. You know what's crazy is we are technically still able to add Austin Meadows into this lineup. And that is dramatically better than fucking Robbie Grossman. No matter what you think. The Tigers and the Angels can make a trade. We can offer Wentz, Faedo, Elvin Rodriguez, Fulmer for Trout. That's 3 good starting pitchers that work at the major league level. Like actually good young starting pitchers that have worked at the major league level. I think that'd be a W trade for the Angels. Yeah, same here. Actually throwing Casey Mize too. Fuck that guy. I want to keep Faedo. Yeah, get Mike Trout over into Detroit where he truly wants to be. I heard him say that his favorite team is the Tigers, actually, one time. You know, his real last name isn't even Trout. It's Mike Big Mouth Bass. But one time I was hanging out with him, and I was like, you know, Mike Big Mouth Bass, you know, if you changed your batting stance just a little bit, and then I like, you know, fixed his hands and got his shoulders figured out. Like I helped out Mike Big Mouth Bass a few times. And then we were fishing one day, and he pulled a trout out. He's like, look, I pulled a trout out. And I was like, dude, you should change your last name to Trout instead. And he was like, oh, that's way better. And that's how he became Mike Trout. Helped him out with his swing, and then he caught a big-ass trout. It's not even cap. That's a real story. You can ask him about it. He said that actually happened 100%. It'd be weird if he said it didn't. Emmanuel Class, or Class A, is in. I can't say his name very well. I'm going to hear how it's said.
Second most in baseball.
Yeah, he's almost been unhittable.
He faces Cody Clemens to start the 8th.
Say his name.
Oscar Mercado stays in.
Bitch. Say the pitcher's name. 0-1 to Clemens. Oh, Class A, okay. Class A, the pitcher. All right, I thought it was Class A. I thought I knew that. Anyway, Baker Mayfield, good, decent quarterback. We'll see how he does in Carolina. Hopefully his injuries clear up and he plays more like he did the year that he won that playoff game and almost beat the Chiefs, and not like last year. Maybe that's more what Baker is. Man, Trout and Greene together would be... Yeah, I don't think we'd ever get I don't think we'd ever get Trout though, and I really wouldn't want to give up what it would cost to get him. What's up, Steven? How you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Jordan Alvarez, he'll be in the conversation for sure. Pretty sure. Oh, Cody Clemens just hit another home run. Jesus Christ, he did. It's 8-2 Tigers. Cody Clemens goes deep for the. Was that his third or his second? Third homer of the season. There goes Cody Clemens. Judge better? Yeah, true. Judge might win the MVP. That's the biggest problem. I don't know. Baker, we'll see with Baker. He's probably happy to be the fuck out of Cleveland, though. That whole scene's probably just a shit show. Yeah, Steven, we're up 8-2 right now. Looking like a nice W this afternoon. As long as we can hold on in the ninth. Yeah, Candy might be in trouble. I think Cody Clemens is going to steal his job. You know that episode of South Park where they're like, took my job? Like all the, you know, the when the goobacks come? That's going to be Candelario one day. He's going to be sitting around the fire and be like, it took my... I can't do that noise because it actually hurts my side. That's why it sounded so bad. Usually I can do a pretty good took my job thing. But I can't breathe in too sharply. My side hurts a little more. I'm probably a day away from being at like 90% recovered. But boy, oh boy. I'm running out of oxygen as this game's going on. One away. It's getting harder and harder. It's fun to dream. It is fun to dream. I never thought we had Austin Meadows until this year, and then we got him, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. You know what was weird about us having Austin Meadows? I seen Meadows one time in the spring training lineup, and it was Parker, and I got really fucking excited. I was like, oh my god, do we have Austin Meadows now? I was like, when the fuck did we get Meadows? And everyone's like, dude, that's Parker. It's his little brother. And I went, fuck. Yeah, Torque just missed that one. And so did Barnhart on that one. They're like just missing home run pitches, and I don't know why. Yeah, Guardians not having a good series. They just did really well against the Yankees too, surprising. Like they won that game against New York, but Candelario, yeah. I mean, last year was halfway decent, and now he sucks. It's like let's just move on to someone else. This dude's playing his worst baseball in his contract year. What's that tell you? I'm pitching for Baltimore tonight?
And is new to most of those positions. He's new to him. He was drafted as a second baseman out of the University.
Yeah, Meadows is going to try. I mean, as long as he doesn't get hurt, you know, like fucking rupture a fucking blood, like a rare blood vessel that only 1 in 1 million people rupture. I don't fucking know. See, oh, yeah, for sure, Eric, for sure. Yeah, man. GG's to you this series, Eric. I guess you guys just kind of, you know, shit the bed this series. I don't know what's going on. You guys will probably be much better in 8 days. It won't make any sense. Yeah, Austin Meadows is back tonight. He should be back like next week. I would even imagine he might be back this weekend if he recovers quick. I've never seen a guy get a more strain of like unlucky fucking injuries in a row. You go like ear infection, the worst outcome of an ear. Oh, Will Vest. Yeah, he got in. How hilarious is that Will Vest is going to pitch tonight? He actually got in. I know he was on a plane back from Omaha at like noon. He actually made it into the game today, and he's going to pitch. Hell yeah. This dude probably literally just got there. Like an hour ago. Maybe not even that. He might have literally just pulled up. And they said, go fucking warm up. We need you to pitch. Tigers, who are Yankees are better than Cleveland, who are better than the Tigers. You did that backwards. But yeah, Meadows should be good, hopefully. You get the worst outcome from an ear infection, which is vitiligo. Or not vitiligo, vertigo. And then you get fucking COVID. It's like, god damn, dude. And then while you coming off of COVID because your body's a little weak, you start working out, running and shit. And you spray, and then you make your Achilles tendons all sores. Both of them. It's like, damn, dude. You can't catch a single break this year, huh, Austin? You have a day off tomorrow, then you play 3 in KC. We start a series with the White Sox for 4 games. Cody Clemens hit a solo homer, which made it 8-2. But there is 2 outs now in the inning. Riley Greene has an 0-2 count. He's going to switch his bats. Always nice to get a new bat when things aren't going so well, you know, in that at-bat. Oh, it broke. Must have, like, splintered or something. It'll be an 0-2. Yeah, again. As he fouled off the first 0-2. And that'll be called strike 3. Well, we'll head to the top of the ninth. Tigers lead 8-2. Can they shut this down and protect a 6-run lead? Will Vestal come in and try to pitch this one away? It should be Clement, Leone, and Straw unless they have people to pinch hit for these two. But it, you know, if they don't, it'll be Clement, Leone, and Straw. 7, 8, 9. Due up for the Guardians. Top 9. 8-2. Tigers lead. Hoorah, hoorah. Paranti swappi con di co. Hey, we're at 44 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Very kind, very kind. That's a good amount. I wonder if we'll get closer to, like, I wonder if we can get to 50. Not really concerned about how many, but because we hit well over the like goal of 20, but, you know. Tomorrow, I believe, though, we play the Chicago White Sox at 8 o'clock. I probably won't be doing that game just because the start time's a little late, and I'm kind of, you know, my brother's got to work and shit, and I don't want to keep anyone up by streaming too late. Especially since he goes to bed, I think, at 10, so I don't want to keep anyone up. So I won't be doing that game. And if he has to work Saturday, I won't be doing that one either. It's kind of just unfortunate timing situation. More than likely, I'll do something in the afternoon for these streams or for these days, and I'll just figure streams out. Maybe some like light gaming streams or something on the 7th and the 8th, and then the 9th we'll do that game. Maybe we'll probably do the 10th as well, just to make sure, and then we'll do Monday's game, of course, at 2:10, not the late game. Late games are a little bit out of the question until I'm back home, just because my brother's got to work. And I don't want to keep anyone up with streaming or anything. Yep, top of the 9th. Just kind of keeping everybody up to date with plans. And then, like I said, though, I'm in basically 11 days. I'll more than likely be on my way back home, so. Got stuff I got to take care of on the 17th or 18th, sometime between the 17th and the 20th. I'll be back home, and then we're back to normal streams. Both games of doubleheaders, late games, whatever. 10 o'clock streams probably still no. I probably won't start a game at 10 o'clock. I might. I don't know. Depends on who we're playing. Clement to lead it off against Vest. It'll be in there for strike 1. Good series for the Tigers this series. They pitched very, very well. They played great defense, and of course they hit the shit out of the ball. As long as they can shut it down here and they don't give up about 6 runs and blow the game here, then yeah, it's looking like they'll wind up with a 4-game sweep of the Guardians. Very good effort this series. Hopefully this kind of momentum and good play carries over to Chicago, where we'll be going on the road to next. Kind of sucks that they're getting Eloy Jimenez back right when we show up into town, but, you know, maybe we'll get them kind of still, you know, kind of scuffling a little bit. But, I don't know. We'll see. Knowing our luck, they're going to have full-scale Eloy back ready to kill pitches against us. Use us as get-right practice. Anyway, 1 and 2 count now on Clement. Ooh. Stretch my legs out a bit.
2-2.
Long stream.
We said it earlier, Shep. When that gate opens out there, you feel good about the guy that's trying to. There's a lot of trust in those guys out there.
Here's the 2-2 coming up.
Yes.
Well, eventually. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It looks frozen. It was a long time to figure out a pitch to throw. And he fouls that pitch away. It'll remain 2-2.
They're pulling for each other.
Nobody out in the top of the ninth.
Battling with each other every single day.
When the Tigers needed another starter, Drew Hutchison, they had to make a move. And that meant Will Vest had to go down to Toledo. A.J. Hinch admitted it wasn't fair, it wasn't right. He didn't want to do it, but it had to be done. Tigers pulled him off the plane when he landed in Omaha the other day. He stayed the night at a Best Western hotel, and now he's back here in Detroit. Riley Greene makes up a lot of ground, folks.
All right.
He ran a ways to get it and made it look easy, didn't he?
He did.
One away now. Clement gets out. Hell yeah, T. Hell yeah, Daniel. All right, let me sit back up. Ah, fucking still hurts to do that a little bit. Anyway.
That's what he's more proud of than anything else defensively.
Yeah, and he should be. And I know the work that it takes to get to that level.
Ball one. Just a bit outside. One out in the ninth.
Working on getting those good jumps and taking the right routes.
Clement flies out to center. We have a 1-0 count now for Leon. 2-0 count for Leon.
What's the pre-pitch setup? He said it's 1-2 hop. He hopes the batter's making contact. That's how he gets himself in rhythm, and that's what allows him to get so many good jumps.
Yeah, that's textbook.
He'll be tested here on a line drive, and he's right there to away.
2 down now on another fly out to Riley Greene. And now up is Miles Straw. Last at bats here for Cleveland, potentially. Second, 2 outs in the ninth. And here we are. Miles Straw. Yeah, it's been a big run series. We scored 11 yesterday, 8 today. Sheesh. Yeah, same here, T. I had no idea how this was going to go, but it's going really well against the Guardians here. Good way to end the homestand, too. We're about to be on the road till the All-Star break. That's in their strike one. Odell's going to sign with the Panthers, I heard. One more out. One more out. Yes, sir, Braden. Yes, sir. What's the scoreboard? Oh, this thing up here? Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, what the fuck, dude? I'm all blurry and shit. Let me fix that. There we go. Straw down 0-2. Rams not repeating. True. Well, they might. They could. It's not impossible. It's just hard to repeat in the NFL. Guardians were okay before they played us. I think they lost 2 or 3 versus the Yankees, so we're kind of getting them in a weird spot. NFL preseason, August 10th, probably. I think camps open up in the next couple weeks. But then games, I think, start in like the middle of August. That could be the final out of the game. Jonathan Schoop, and Straw beats out the play. Now up is Quan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the pain.
The second base position. It was asking a lot to get him to ask him to throw out Miles Straw, who
Yeah, they repeated as AFC champion 4 times. Won a bunch of Super Bowls off that, at least one. No one doesn't win any of those Super Bowls.
Here's Stephen Kwan. And another first pitch strike from Beth.
Strike one here to Quan. Or are you a Bills fan, Rays?
Couple of hits for Stephen Kwan today. Fouled away.
No? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be like, how much more painful would it be if Tom Brady winds up beating you guys in a Super Bowl game? What's up, Dylan? How you doing, man? There'd be no greater thing to me as a Patriots fan than Brady beating the Bills in a Super Bowl and denying them their fifth time. Oh, I'd laugh so motherfucking hard, dude. That would be literally one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's just like, brag all you want about beating the Patriots. You guys still can't beat the fucking demon Tom Brady. Yeah. Anyway, 1-2 count. Runner at first. 2 down in the top of the 9th. Tigers are up 8-2. Looking for one more good pitch from Vest to put this game away. And he gets a grounder. Should be the 3rd out of the inning. Could be the 3rd out of the inning. And let's end the game. Tigers sweep the Royals. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Dylan. And the Tigers take 4 from the sweep the Royals, sweep the Guardians rather. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult your team like that, Cleveland fans. Great game, great series, guys. Good GGs to the Royals fan or to the I'm like thinking of the good GGs to the Guardians fans. Still, I think it's the team name just isn't registering in my head quite yet. It's the first year. Give me a break on it. GGs though to the Guardians fans. GGs. We'll see you guys in 8 games. As always, we'll probably be live for majority of those, or the most that we can anyway. But yeah, Tigers take a sweep, an unexpected sweep for the Detroit. They get to 34-47. Unfortunately for the Guardians, they fall to 500. They're 40-40 now, I believe, based on what I'm looking at. Yep, it looks like 40-40. So that's a bit rough. Maybe you just got to kind of hope the White Sox beat the Twins now. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so on the way out. Helps the stream. Makes the stream look like it was a much better stream. This was a fun stream, though. I appreciated everybody. Really enjoyed it. Last time we swept them was in 2013. Yeah, it was the last time we were a good team. It's a sign things are starting to change. Holy shit, that just went really blurry. There we go. Yeah. See you guys later. Thanks for everyone who tuned in and chatted and hung out and everything. It was really fun. Let me go look at, I guess we can look at the schedule. That's probably the best thing to do now. Just so I can give you a reminder of what's to come next. Again, I would be doing the Chicago games, but because it was like my brother's got to work and he has to get up at like 5 in the morning to go to work. I don't really want to do these 8-10 games because I don't want to like keep anybody up or anything, and like, you know what I mean? Because he does go to bed at 10, so the game, like, it wouldn't be anything. I could do like an hour, but like I'd rather hang out with my brother and stuff before I gotta go home on the 17th. So I'll just do streams during the day and like maybe like do like hangout streams during the day, or just like a football talk and stream it or something. And I don't know. We'll figure something out to do during the daytime for these 2 days, and then we'll do this Saturday stream and Sunday stream. We'll do both those games just because, and then we'll do Monday at 2:00. So yeah, we should be able to do those 3. These 8-10 games are probably out of the question. We'll do this one. I don't know. Probably. Well, this one I might be traveling. And this one, no. 100% no, because it's my brother's birthday on the 16th. So, next stream will 100% be on the 9th, but these 2 are kind of in question just because I don't really know, but more than likely not. So, again, this all ends right here, and then I'll be back home during these times, and we'll do both these games. I will do that game, all the rest. Literally from the 21st forward, we're doing the rest of them on. So only the spotty schedule remains for just a bit longer. So I appreciate everyone kind of being patient and, you know. Things will be back to a more normal, rapid pace very soon. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you when I see you next. More than likely, if you watch like the little thing I put up tomorrow or on Friday, that's when you'll see me. But if not, I'll see you when I see you next. More than likely, it'll be on Saturday afternoon for the game against the Royals. Have a good rest of your day, everybody, too. Go Lions, go Patriots, and, of course, go Tigers. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Great sweep, great win, great team performance. So let's hope it continues when we go play the White Sox next. All right, have a great next